extra one for Archeon being on the table, so I'm at 3.
Nice.
And people will start chatting there probably, so you can interact with them as well.
Yeah.
For my
There's a chat. I forgot about that.
ability,
Oh, crap.
I will
Okay.
do.
You got chat. 'Cause I got this.
Yeah, I'll watch the
roll
chat
for
and
the
let know
Chaos Lord, the
if
extra
anything happens there.
All right. Hello, I'm
Doesn't
Ramon.
get it.
I'm Aaron.
For my heroic action,
Today we got an
an
AoS RTT at OBG Games in Escondido.
On board games.
Yeah,
Alright,
but
my
onboard
battle
gaming.
OBG.
I will go with.
And for round 1, we have Roberto Campos on Slaves of Darkness.
Let's go
and
with
we also have Doug
Monstrous
on
Takeover.
Soulblight Gravelords.
So he picked Monstrous Takeover for his first objective.
Yep.
We'll
Monstrous
go over
Takeover
lists
for
in
my
just a
battle
second,
Spell wise,
and we'll let them explain what they're
let's
doing.
do the prayer first.
Kinda.
Kinda,
We'll
yeah.
go
It's gonna be a
with-
little bit of a stumble in the beginning as we get this all going, but
So as you can see, there's an Archeon on the field, and
Nurgle prayer onto
well, we all
Archeon.
know what Archeon does. He's a menace.
Goes off, so he's now
He's hard to
+1
deal
save
with,
for
but
rolling
he's
wounds.
been a little bit less oppressive after this
And then now we get
recent
spells.
fact
We
that came
also do
out.
a Mystic Shield.
what else is his list?
So the Archeon player
Archeon?
has 3 units of 3
Goes
Varangard
off on a 5.
in the
How
6th
many
circle.
spells in total do you
Now,
have?
I have 2
Varangard
more
are
left,
super
one
elite.
from Archeon and
Oftentimes
one
going to
from
use his
the
characters.
Okay.
He's using
So
the
might as well
battle line in
spell.
this list. So he really
Alright,
did
follow
not want to have
to
any
come
sort of
from-
chaff.
Yeah, 'cause
He's
I
all
think he
elite.
should be out.
So these Varangard
Oh,
are
okay,
battle
so-
line instead of heroes. And
Gotcha,
6th circle
yeah,
gives
I see,
them
but
+1
within range
attack,
of Archeon.
or +1 damage on their
Okay, fair
attacks.
enough.
So they're a little
Alright,
more
let's attempt
damage
to spell
oriented
with
instead of
the
some of the tricks that other lists might do. So that makes me think that this guy's coming in
And
to kill his
Nice.
opponent, basically.
So,
He's trying to wipe him up if he can.
yep, with those guys, they hit hard, especially on the charge.
Yeah,
but the Blood
especially-
Knights do too.
Yeah, Blood Knights do too. Now, wiping out this Soulblight list might be a problem.
Yeah, I mean it's the same thing. It's built to buff, and it's got more bodies, but it doesn't have an Archeon. It just has a Neferata.
So, beginning of the game predictions. I'm thinking that very little of the Archeon list is going to die, but he's going to struggle to hold objectives. He has very
Chaos
few
Lord has
bodies,
Arcane Tome, so he will do
and-
Mask of Darkness.
Yeah, I can see that. I
and
can-
just the raw
Goes
number
off
of
on a
bodies
9.
in the field is really leaning
several
towards the Soulblight
avalanche.
player,
Yeah.
so it's
Yep.
going to be
If
up to the
that's
Archeon player to try and clear off enough objectives.
Smooth back
And
like
Soulblight's big mission here is going to be
Good to go.
to
Yeah, so what does this do?
not die,
this is teleport.
basically. If he can not
Okay.
die, he should be able to win on Prime.
So he is actually
All right, so he just got his teleport off. Yeah, exactly. I mean, what happens with the Archeon list that I've noticed is that you basically avoid Archeon, and then you go like,
Yeah.
and kill the other stuff. But he can't do that right now, as you see that the Neferata and Coven Throne are basically mirrored against his biggest threat, which
Fair enough, yeah.
Yeah,
he's moving now, and he's teleporting it right now, I think.
Yeah.
5-inch, 5 plate.
So he went ahead and picked up, a scary unit, and then drop him in there, and that's
Oh no, he didn't. He just dropped that's his teleport, and he used it on himself.
interesting. Not what I expected to happen. I wonder what he's doing here.
Well, I mean, Archeon can just fly
Nice.
over, and get
I
close
will
enough.
also
It's not exactly
pick a unit
super far.
from host ability to reroll
Gonna try and
once to
share
hit
the
and
stream
once to
around.
wound from.
Make sure
I
everyone
will
gets it up.
take
So going over Neffy's list a little bit, there's 10 Blood Knights there, and
this front unit.
they also hit hard on the charge at 3 wounds apiece. How many wounds are
I
Varangard?
will also spend my
Varangard are
CP
5
to see if
wounds.
what the
so
next
that's
roll will be.
So they do count as 2 models apiece, which does help a little bit,
So
but that's still
spending
only
CP,
6
so
per
I'm at
unit.
2 left.
Take a casualty or 2, and
So
then
this
really gonna
is
struggle
on a
again.
1, 2, 3.
But they are hard
he
to
will go
kill.
first on a 4, 5,
So
6.
when
I
it
will
comes
go
to
first.
Slaves of Darkness in the Mark of Zinch with Varangard, they have a base 3-up save, which is already pretty
And
scary
I
when you have
can
5
choose to
when you
reveal that
do
or not,
things
depending on
like
how
Mystic
things
Shield
go.
or All Out Defense, that goes to a
To
2-up.
determine, you
The
know
Mark of
this is gonna be a
Zinch
first battle.
lets you
can now-
reroll 1s on your armor saves,
next battle
as
round,
well
I
as
can
ignoring
reveal it,
enemy
and we can
spells
go
on a
by that
5-up.
order. Or I can
That makes it really, really hard to deal with, because a 2+ rerollable save is damn near impossible to get through. Normally you use mortal wounds, but how are you supposed to do that if you can't
Alright,
cast
so
spells on them?
And sorry, Blood Knights now, what they're
So it's really tricky to try and remove them.
They're not
Sometimes
debuffed,
you
but
can
I'm
get them
buffed
with
versus them. So I
if you
mortal
tap
wounds
them.
and
will
random
reroll
blood,
ones
but
to hit and wound until
Well,
my
I mean,
next
he
turn.
has some chip mortal wounds, but it's mainly going to be the Blood Knights that are
So
going
I
to be his
think we're good to go
hammer.
for the hero phase.
So he just did the Archaeon's ability,
Archaon will just
so he gets to know who's going to go first next turn.
oh right, yeah, because he's in the Archaeon specific faction, which lets him do that. So knowing who has the priority coming into the next round is really huge because it lets you know if you can play super aggressive or more on if you have to play more on the defensive.
Yeah.
Even if you can't control the outcome, just knowing is
the War
a
Shrine
world
will
of difference in
run.
terms of making the right
I'm
decisions.
not going to spend a CP on that. It's going 4, so it's going 14. So we will actually move
Turn it to you.
It's so hard to share. Like,
just on this.
Because
The
you're
Bearing
there.
Guard
You didn't press the share button.
on my left hand side here will also run.
there we go.
2 are going 12.
So both Archaeon and Neferata have Insta-Slay. I wonder who's going to get to use theirs.
Oh yeah, that's really interesting, huh? And Archaeon, unlike some of those other monsters, he doesn't have the protection against
Next to
instant
them, so I'm
kills,
at 2
right?
CP.
Unlike the Mega Gargants or some of the other units, he actually can go down to one of those if he gets lucky.
That's cool. That's cool.
So that would be a pretty exciting moment if that comes up. Now the question is, should he go for it?
So yeah, we'll
Yeah, I
just
mean,
run
it's going to be, that's what he's going to do. They're
this
going to
here
have,
as well.
it's if Neffy gets to get her one rend attack through, which is going to be nothing to the,
So 11 on them.
so he's forward advancing, pushing everything forward.
They are 5 wounds, so
He was given the first turn because I'm pretty sure he's
the far
outdropped by Doug.
right here.
This is Roberto playing
will-
Archaeon. I didn't check to see if they used any CP.
Your zombies
I
move
think he
4.
did.
The skeletons, but yes, they move 4.
And they can, they
Because
have,
for his
functionally
one
they can run and charge because they have 6-inch pile-in.
ability.
No, these are skeletons.
Oh, they're
for zombies,
Skeletors.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the zombies.
Yeah, zombies are in the grave.
That is
They
one
move
of
4
those
though,
things
right?
I think I did.
Correct. They have guaranteed 6-inch charge because of the musician. That's a little benefit.
Yeah.
Should be back on.
So we'll try something cheeky here. We will run with them. So they're going 13. So we'll actually just tell them in.
I'm posting this everywhere. I'm trying to get some people in here.
Makes sense.
You can always look back. All right. So what do you think about the Archaeon list and his turn 1 movements here?
So obviously he's gearing
So that
for
is my-
charging into his main thing, his right
at
side,
this.
which is his strong
Right on.
side. So it's
Shooting?
actually
Don't have that.
it's
yeah, just
different.
going
He played
into
tiptoe
charge.
on the weak
I
side,
will roll for Archaon just to
which
see what he can do.
as a Soulblight player, I know you can just
So he's
run the
going 8
zombies,
if
and
I
if
want
they're
to.
within 16 of those dogs, they're actually going to get
Which
to
is
just pile
obviously
into
enough.
them. So that's like an easy thing. Those dogs are also going to be able to just run over there and take that bottom objective with his
You
weak.
just land on top of this. If you don't have skeletons,
Yeah.
So the thing is impassable. I think he's actually getting this rule wrong real quick. It's
Yeah.
where
so
he
we
thinks
will
the
actually
Archaeon can land
take
on
that
the rock.
charge. I will charge into the skeletons here.
Yeah. If he
can't.
if he can't land on that rock,
It's impassable.
it's
It's one of those
impassable
things.
terrain. Yeah.
Like people still are used to wobbly model, but it's like that doesn't work on stuff that's supposed to be
Is he
impassable.
charging the front of that, or is he?
No. It was just something he was suggesting.
Okay.
His sword's only 1 inch, but the other stuff is 2 inch.
Okay, so he didn't end up standing on top of the discussion.
Very nice.
That's good.
So
So
Oh, it's rain on the field.
I'm gonna actually roll for the Chaos Lord.
my thoughts
See
here
if
is
I
that
can even do it. I cannot.
I think he's being a little too hasty with his Archaeon here. it leads me to think that he knows he's going to get the double turn because he's going
No,
straight
he went first. So the other guys.
in. He knows he's not going to get double turn.
I'm actually not going to.
Oh, okay.
Just leave it as
Oh,
That's why he's being so aggressive. He knows he's going first next round.
Nice call.
So
nice
he's not
call.
going to get jumped on and double fought and like really torn down. So he knows he can be fairly aggressive and not be punished super hard.
So my play here would be to move. I wish I had the ability to like draw on the screen.
Yep.
Would be to move the
3-inch range, I would
Blood Knights this way, go this way, and have Neffy kind of like follow back, like not even engage there, and just like because he can already disengage with the Blood Knights as soon as this happens, and then you can hit Archaon with a couple of mortal wounds. And then go for this, basically winning this fight this way and just making him follow after
Yeah,
him.
that's interesting.
And then taking the dogs, like I said, going here, they'll win the objective game there because they'll just have more and they can just run onto the objective. And if you auto 6 these and they're within 16 of those, they can actually pile into that and win that
That's a good
fight.
point. Maybe
now combat phase.
refer to individual decks
My
like
start of the
bottom
combat
left
phase.
center.
Yes,
That's
yes.
a good way because I wish we could draw on the screen, but we don't have that up right now. Probably next time we'll try and get that set up. But so you're saying that he can just leave combat. So people don't play Soulblight Gravelords.
So
How does that work when it comes to Blood Knights?
So
All the defense on.
Oh, so Blood Knights have the ability that say if they're in combat, that if they're within 3 inches, they can make a normal move, which is
so yeah,
weird
so the
because
1-inch
normally
stuff
you can only make a
will
retreat,
go
but
into,
because it's a normal move, you can move and then charge, which is really the
Skeletons, of
distinction.
course.
And when you do that, any
is this
model
a
that
5?
goes over an
How big
enemy,
is this block here?
The skeletons?
you
of the,
roll a
Blood
dice for
Knights.
that enemy,
10
and
of
on a
them.
2-up, they take D3 mortal wounds.
I am going to
So
do
you basically get to
everything
fly
into
away and
the
do mortal wounds and charge them again. And
skeletons
you want to charge them
purely because I don't
because
want you to get
they
me out of pilot range.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So yeah, let's just kick it
He's
off.
going over pile-in range too, and he was going over their things. Yeah, so their charge on the charge they do
2s
double
and
damage.
3s, rerolling
Double
wounds.
damage.
Well,
that's
I mean they
pretty
only
scary.
hit for 1, but
But
so
still,
two.
it goes to
And
2,
if
but
he's
that's a big
taking
upgrade.
Kastai, what happens is that they kill a hero,
Rerolling.
they'll get
for
more
Myrtle
damage.
Prayer.
Which is nice.
This is
Damn.
2
So those guys get
minus
real
2.
scary.
No save.
Now, I know
So
that the
6
Archaon
damage.
player
6
probably
damage.
wasn't thinking about that.
Those
I think
minions
he doesn't know his opponent's list as well, and so he came in trying to tag them so they can't get the charge out, forgetting that Blood Knights can't really be tied down that way. That's one of the big upsides of Blood Knights is the normal strategy is to stop a cavalry charge by just
So next up is
hitting
the
them
monster
first so they
claws.
can't
This
get their
will be 2
lances off.
attacks, 2s and 3s.
Doesn't really work here.
Both hit.
And I think
3s
that
rerolling.
may have been a mistake from
Both
the
wound. This is also negative
Slick's
2.
Darkest
So
player.
this is 2d6.
Well, it depends on what he plays after. So it depends on
So
how.
we wound 4. Alright.
That's great. So the Skellies are living right now
Nice.
because he made a couple of deathless already, and so now that was his deathless again.
Ooh, that's kind of
Lash and tails at
the worst case
2d6
scenario for the
attacks.
Archaon player. If he can't even wipe this unit of skeletons, and they all stand back
There we
up. He's just tied down for an extra turn. Every turn you can keep Archaon off of juicy targets is a major change
Yes.
how the game flows.
4s and 3s.
So, in my opinion,
I don't know what that was.
I think that the Soulblight player could really just kind of walk forward turn 2
This
without
is
engaging.
4, but no red.
With most of his army and just hold a bunch of objectives, do some primaries,
Save one.
and not let this
damage?
Chaos player start getting damage in
Oh
until
my
turn
god,
2.
he didn't kill
I'll
the.
reroll 1 because I got my banner.
Yes, sir.
Deathless minions. Alright, there's 2 more.
The next one is 6
Oh
attacks.
my god, he still has.
Still more.
Still has some guys in there, dude.
Skellies.
Oh, go ahead. Sure.
Oh man.
3s. Cock.
So I think I heard
3s rerolling.
Roberto saying
this
that
is
he was
minus
going to
1?
try and allocate some attacks
4,
towards
6
Blood
plus
Knights
6.
over them, but it looks like he changed his mind and is going everything on the skeletons. And I think that's the right
4
choice.
damage.
Oh,
Because if you leave even one skeleton, like you know, they come back with a vengeance.
Alright, there you go on.
Yeah, that would have been red.
Oh, exactly got him up. So
Yeah.
10 skellies.
Hopefully he can
And
kill
yeah,
10
technically
Skellies. Oh my god,
Yeah.
that was going down to the last weapon profile.
Your Blood Knights.
the scariest combat monster in the game can't kill 10 skeletons, you're gonna have a problem.
So now here, when you go to pile in,
Okay.
the way to best do this is add your range to 3 inches. Measure how many are within that range.
Yeah, 'cause
So
you
if
have
you have a
to
2-inch
either stay or
range, you
pile
would
in
check
40.
for 5 inches kind of thing. And then say, okay, I have this many in range. Before pile in, I think I can only get this many. Then still do your pile in, and sometimes you still can't get that one because of
Alright,
coherency
question
and
for
stuff
you.
like
So
that.
what?
Yeah, but it's a good
This
way to
is a-
kind of estimate what your capacities are, and sometimes you don't necessarily even want to pile in much if you're not going to do much when you have the ability to retreat and charge, right? Like maybe it's not always in your best interest to go one direction. So it is a good idea to do that measurement. I've never heard someone saying that, but that factoring in your range, that's a really like clever way to save yourself some mental fatigue as well.
Yeah, you can only get this many in anyway, so you might as well start with what is the total max. He was trying to figure out his best thing because he hasn't faced Archaon before, so this is really funny listening to Doug.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? What am I going to do here?
I do Rousing Commander on Blood Knights now.
Ooh.
We gotta do it because we gotta live. Yep. So, I think,
does Archaon get the
hope
fight
that's right
twice?
decision. We'll see.
In Khorne he can, but he's not in Khorne, so I don't believe so. What is Rousing Commander?
Rousing Commander is the Castelli. I don't know if I'm saying that right too. Castelli. There you go. Ability. What it does is it gives you one of the bonuses if you've slain a unit. So it's either that you get the bonus to their wound, you get the bonus to their damage, or you get the bonus to their
Alright,
run and charge.
9 attacks
like
each.
so they
9 total, excuse me.
Castelli is a
threes and
light
threes.
orc.
They are all at defense here.
Why is he all defensing? What is going on? I guess he gets to attack twice. So that's the only thing that makes sense.
And it's gonna be
Yeah, I'm not sure why he would be able to do that though, unless we missed something.
3 of them at minus
I'm
1.
checking his list right now to see if there is
So
a
he will
ability
be
to do
going
that,
to a
but
2
I don't believe so.
to a 3-up, rerolling once, so it saves them all.
Not unless he dies.
Horses.
Fight on death with his own weird.
4s and
I don't
4s.
even think that works. So maybe he was
Horses
asking.
always kill. Alright.
Yeah, I had Maya Varangard on my other list kill Krakos pretty much with horses.
2 of them no round.
2-up, rerolling once.
Okay, so Archaon.
Yeah,
used.
so
Oh no, I don't. Yeah. Oh, you reroll once too. Oh my god. Wow.
I'm pretty much now versus them. I'm rerolling ones across the board.
Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Yikes.
So piling in.
So Doug just found out about the 2-up rerolling ones, and he's not happy about. So he is.
No, he
piling.
does know. He does know the 2-up rerolling ones. So I guess he gets to fight twice. So that's the thing. That's what was throwing me off. So yeah, then all-out defense is the right move.
All over again.
I'm confused by that.
I mean, it's not. It's gonna be in there. There's different reasons why.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure. I'm looking at his list right now. Maybe it's something to do with the host of the Ever Chosen or something.
One still misses. 3's rerolling.
So this was the right
so 2 at
move.
-2.
Yeah,
With fight
minus 2
twice
is gonna be
because
2 4
he's
pluses.
going after the big block before it got the buff from the coven.
Oh, sweet.
This next attack will be
So,
2s and
They're
3s.
3-ups normally, so they're at 4-ups with his rend and all-out
3's
defense.
full rerolls. So this is another 2 at
yeah. Well,
-2.
there's various ranks in Archaon's profile, so it does depend a little bit on which ones are which.
So
But
D6.
he's not going to be able to take out such a tanky unit easily.
Well, he's gonna kill like 1 or 2.
Yeah, he's going to kill 1 or 2, but it's not going to be too bad.
3 wounds.
And then this will be.
Oh, no, sorry. There are 4 wounds for this phase. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, because you buffed up.
Yeah.
Rousing.
Yeah.
So 2d6 attacks here.
Oh,
Okay,
yikes.
another solid number here.
The 10.
He got 11 on his last 2d6.
10
Oh,
attacks
jeez,
here,
he's rolling
4s
hot
and
right now.
3s, rerolling ones. So,
He doesn't have the negatives to hit right now.
and then 3s with 4 rerolls. 2 at no rend.
2.
Sometimes when you're fighting lists that hit hard up front like this, it can be a little bit
Nice.
like
And then
disheartening for some
6
players,
attacks
right?
here.
They feel like, oh, this is like so much
3s
damage.
and 3s, rerolling
But
ones.
I think he's actually not getting all that much work out of it
I
right now.
don't. I alpha strike a lot. So having a list that's gonna do what it's supposed to do in the beginning, but then doesn't have much staying power is
5
this
minus
list,
1,
the
so
Vanguard
5,
list.
3
Like
plus saves here.
the difference between that and the Soulblight list is it does hit hard in the beginning.
okay.
It just doesn't. The things that hit hard don't stay as well as the things that hit hard in the Vanguard list.
Yeah.
So the Blood Knights,
That is
yes,
everything for me.
they're 4 wounds right now, and he didn't even kill the
I
thing.
think we're good to go.
Didn't even
So
kill
I
a
will
single
score
guy.
1, 2.
Sorry, so just battle shock phase here, so and combat phase. I'm sure the way it works, I didn't slay any monsters, so I can't heal. So I go back to wound capture 3, so then I'm pretty sure this knight's slain.
No, it's not.
So I'm at 4 wounds, but
Oh,
I gotta
she'll
go back to
drop it
3.
down. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure he's
Because it's
slain.
that blade of wound, right?
And
So
the battle shock
he's
phase,
not
I'm going to
gonna
bring
lose
back
that.
a destroyed unit. I have a destroyed unit.
Five up.
You wanna, we can go correct him if you'd like.
It's one of those things where it's not worth correcting him.
What's
Yeah,
their
I guess so.
bravery 10?
Instead of
Bravery's
interrupting the
10.
game.
It's being nice
So he's actually
to his
bidding a
opponent,
-2
but
aura.
I don't
But
think
obviously it won't matter
like
here.
because he used the rousing commander to give them a +1 to their wounds. Yes, they lose the additional wound to their thing, but he would just be still like 1 wound with like 3 wounds. Like,
Yeah.
it wouldn't lose the. I don't know.
It's putting a wound on top like a plate of armor, and when it breaks off, you lose the armor first.
All right, here we go.
Exactly. Yeah. Idea. I
But
mean,
yeah,
in
it's
more,
one model, it's one wound on one model. It's not
Exactly.
too big a deal.
But he did the
right.
right move, you know, and so it's like, oh, I'm gonna punish myself because I did the right thing, and now my thing's still alive. I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
that's the right way to approach things. If you're not sure, always lean towards the weaker version, because if you're wrong, at least you didn't cheat your opponent.
Yes, there you go. That is the way to kind of. Oh, he's such a nice guy.
So I actually feel like
All right, so now
that
he's
was
doing his measurements.
this is a good situation
2 apiece.
for
Because they're 5
for the
wounds.
Soulblight player. That could have gone way worse. He's doing pretty good here.
Sweet.
Oh, he's in a solid spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly. I mean, this is looking at the 2 lists. Even though it's Archaon, this is an uphill battle for the Varangide side. Like, especially not now because he knows he's not going to get doubled. So I know Doug doesn't realize that either. Like, so that's one of those things where, like, he might.
All right. So if I want to run these wolves, I should be able to get 7.
I don't think he can hear us.
Okay.
I was listening to people talk outside there.
Okay.
It's pretty good. Unless we're like yelling, you know.
Well, I mean, I accidentally every once in a while. I get excited.
2 of rerolling 1.
But yeah,
And then since it's now a new turn,
So-
they could possibly.
You're a Soulblight
Or
player,
one red.
Was
and
there
you were talking about what you would do here.
What was he before that, Nikhil?
There's some interesting things
His
you could
base
do
is
with
3 up.
the Blood Knights here.
And
Like
then
you were
with
saying,
the
you could
Nurgle
go towards that
person,
central
plus
objective
1
with the
save.
Blood Knights and try and
If
hit
they have
his
Nurgle
Varangard
mark,
ultra hard.
It's also reroll wounds. He has all the marks, so.
But another option that he might take here is
yeah.
to run over Archaon and that wizard back there,
And he's.
clean up that wizard,
His aura is.
remove
aura
some of the
siege,
spells and
which is
abilities he
what
has
gives
in that
reroll
list,
ones.
and then charge Archaon with a much harder hitting.
See,
So actually
if
get
that's the
accuracy
case,
debuffs.
knowing
Sure, yeah.
everything,
Because it's-
so
no, Archaon's
what
only
you just
micro,
said made me
so it
think,
won't be
okay,
all
so
basically
still
no matter
best
what,
play
just do
is
2
taking
plus
Coven
save.
Throne, which is the
this is
orange
3
thing
up
below
there.
the Blood Knights, and
Like,
the
if
Blood
I'm
Knights,
spending
and
CP
just going to
to
the
make him
left,
+1.
and attacking the unit of Varangard to the
he
left,
also has a
but
4-up
actually
portal
focusing
save.
as much as you can onto that
He has
War
bonus
Shrine,
spells on a 4-up.
with the Coven Throne, not even
because
trying to
he's
get the
siege.
second unit
Also,
of
with
3
Aura,
in if
he
you can.
technically
Just
has
get the
a
unit
4-up
of 3 and the
final
War Shrine in, and then how that goes is kind of the thing, because you can use the dogs to tie up that other unit of 3. So this whole center is kind of yours. Zombies take over here.
Yeah,
So
the zombies are going to take that bottom objective,
then
no problem.
Nephi go up here and take out that wizard. The Nephi can take
That's
out the
clever.
wizard all by itself. I mean, you don't get to see the map like top down, so that's the only reason I could come up
Yeah,
with the plan.
when you're
but-
when you're sitting there at the table, there's so much stuff going on that you can't necessarily see this literal bird's eye view of what's going on, right?
Yeah.
But when from our perspective, some of these choices really like lay themselves out. But that's a good way to approach the game. Is really like take a second to walk around the table sometimes. You know.
Yeah, no,
You
that,
can gain
yeah.
some serious perspective when you look at it from your opponent's side. And you're like,
Yeah.
wow, this looks really different from their side of the table. So
from the top down, it looks. So
I think while he's moving here, this is a good opportunity to kind of talk about the Soulblight list, right?
Not 3
like
plus
I
save,
said,
yes.
so it's just the
3-up.
it's he's gonna do the Coven Throne ability. He's gonna do the Neferata.
So-
I don't even
so
know
what
if
is
they
this
did their
one?
heroic actions right now.
This unit is
I
definitely.
think they
He's doing
totally
all-
skipped their heroic
No,
action.
he's just measuring.
Oh,
he's
he's
being super tactical right now, being super smart.
Some good play.
So he's just trying to figure out what he's gonna do before, which is how you're supposed to play this game before he moves all this stuff. Okay, so Neferata has a command ability that wholly within 12 of her, she makes everything -1 to hit. In melee, which is everything's melee on this. And then the Coven Throne has a command ability that it's +1 to hits, wounds, and saves.
Okay, so with the combination of Neferata and the Coven Throne, you're giving them minuses and yourself pluses. That's a really good way to fight an attrition battle, right?
Well, so that Blood Knight is going to be hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s, saving on 2s, 3 attacks apiece, 2 damage on the charge. So it's
So that's pretty scary when they're buffed up. So that really, like, I mean,
-1 to hit if you put Nephi around there. But
so it's
like,
a pretty, in general, this is why you got to remove buff
And this
pieces,
guy's
right?
spell was what again?
It turns a unit that's
What-
good
what's he
into
doing for
something
you?
terrifying.
He's a teleporter.
And this Soulblight list has
Yeah,
that.
okay.
So
And
Neferata
he's
the
also
Mortarch, and we got
fighting.
the Coven Throne.
Oh, okay.
What else is in the list?
So
that's good.
he actually has Blood Knights off to the
Yeah,
side
yeah.
as well that we don't
It's
see,
deal.
Is that?
and he has other bodies off to the side that we don't
All
see
right, I got
actually
my decision
because this
here.
is
We're gonna
Soulblight.
do
So
Battle
I did forgot to bring up
um,
that he has a unit of Skellies and he has the unit of Blood Knights off 5-man unit. So he will totally be able to take the middle, like I was saying, and then throw those Blood Knights off to the side, bottom left-hand corner to try to also help the zombies if they go to the. That would be my play.
Yeah. So you're saying he has guys off the table. Players who aren't necessarily familiar with how Soulblight Gravelords work, why are those
All
guys
right,
off
let's
the
do
table, and how is he going to bring them in?
Ferocious.
The bodies are off the table because of their allegiance abilities. It's basically like Legions of Nagash in 3.0, where they have grave sites on the table
No, guarantee battle tag to
that he has
do
marked with little circles, as you can see inside of the screen. The little circles on the Archeon side are most likely his grave sites, and then he'll put them right at the corners of his territory. So 2 have to be inside of your territory, 2 are anywhere on the board. When you're wholly within 12 of it, you get a Feel No Pain, which is stackable.
Oh, it's stackable now,
It's
right?
the
With
one,
the new facts,
because it's when you allocate. Yeah, that's kind of lame.
It's a pretty big buff, yeah. It's pretty stupid. I don't know
Well,
why
no,
they made
now
that
it
change.
makes it so you're gonna take the amulet with like
Great
these
command
odds, so
point.
you're gonna have a 5 up, 6 up. Like I don't know.
Good, we got that.
I didn't even want to take the amulet before, but now it actually has stonks.
Let's do.
So we got these grave sites. They're basically piles of dead bodies on the ground that the Soulblight crawl up from during the battle because they are zombies and undead, right?
Yeah, and so they when they're near that gravesite, they don't
I mean, you only have
think
2
they're
spells.
gonna take any
Correct,
damage
yeah.
because they're
So
already
I'll just
dead.
try to
Well, 3 total. Sorry. This one.
3 total?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
So
I have
it
3
does
exactly
look
too, so
like
So need a 10 here.
Roberto did a good job, intentionally or
start
not.
this.
I would assume intentionally though, because he's not a bad player either.
We're
He's
gonna
done a pretty good job of screening out from anything
that
too
on
crazy
the
out of
Blood
those
Knights.
grave
It'll be
sites, except for maybe in that top side over there.
Oh, I mean, the way to
let's
screen out a
do
gravesite is you have to be 3
Mystic
inches off of the
Shield
middle of
from
it.
the Coven
So he
Throne.
still has the ability behind the dogs on the left side
Let's
to
do
put a unit of
Temp
Skellies if
Shark.
he wants behind it. But he has no real
Spell
threats to
basically
put behind
pick a
him.
unit.
Like a unit of Graveguard would be if you put it behind somebody.
Yeah.
Again, knowing that he's not going to get the
Some
double,
Graveguard's
it's
ten.
not fun. But if you drop a unit of Graveguard down and then get the double, you get an auto charge because they have a 6-inch charge. Anyways, they move 4, so 9 inches away, 6 plus 4 equals 10.
Yeah.
So you're gonna make your charge with them, but
Yeah, but he doesn't have any Graveguard in this list, does he?
no.
No, he's really relying,
You're a
instead
big
of
base.
relying on the heavy-hitting infantry, he's got the
Not
heavy-hitting
points at
cavalry
12,
and Blood
and
Knights.
let's
And
do
got
Mystic Shield from the
Some
Coven.
zombies and stuff too. So what else is in this list?
So while he's going through, he's going through his spells right now. So he's just buffing up the Blood Knights. We'll go ahead and try to let
And let's
them,
do-
or like commentate on what they're doing, because it's just another unit of 5 Blood Knights and that Skelly. So the Skelly block that you see in the bottom is actually Skellies, I think. It's probably not even zombies. They said zombies, but you can't see from this top eye view.
Yeah, it's a little hard to tell. I'm
He has
Put that
zombies
onto
in it.
Nefrata.
Those are skeletons. That's a 30-man unit of skeletons.
And last but not least, Nefrata.
He
Well,
does
he
also
also
have
has
zombies.
for
The
Opinions.
zombies, I think, are underground right now.
No, I believe that's
They're-
6.
And he has Velvet?
Alright.
The Fellbats are behind this rock right
Seems
here.
like it.
Yeah, behind the Coven Throne.
I must auto run these
Interesting.
rolls to complete my battle tactic here. So I will have 7 of them at a minimum. So I'm within 16, they move 10. Oh, sorry. Going in.
So you're spending a CP to run up 6.
Yes.
My only question is
What's up?
that within or wholly within your general?
Oh, so they got a Doom Wolf?
Oh, that's right. They have
Which is-
a command unit.
Yeah, it's
so
like
yeah,
a champion.
perfect. Awesome. Yeah. So spending a CP to run 6 here.
Yep.
So he was just
Oh,
doing...
and I forgot to add to. I'm gonna go ask him how many CP they have right now.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So, Roberto was doing a little check right there to make sure that he had the ability to even issue the command to run, because normally you have to be within 12 inches of a character or 18 of your general to be able to issue a command. However, the Doom Wolves have a captain.
Two.
The Wolves have a basically Alpha Wolf that's going to let him do that. And he was just making sure to check, and it's always a good idea to make sure your opponent has these things, because somebody can get caught out thinking they can use it when they can't. But as you can see, he's running those wolves to toe in a total of 7 wolves against those Varangard inside that objective. Now, the Varangard count is 2 models apiece, so he has 7 instead of 6. He's 1 more model than him, which lets him control that objective. And that's a really clever play.
Markers are your grave sites, right?
He doesn't have to
Yes,
engage.
yeah, the ones with the red, yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is fun, man. This is a fun match to actually commentate on. So.
Sweet, yeah, no, it's fun playing. Deal with Archeon. I've heard about this guy.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
Yeah. Animal, that's what he is, animal.
He's an animal.
We got Dio25 in the chat. What's up, dude? Alright, yeah, we're just making sure that we have all the right information on what's going on the table, where the grave markers are and all that, so we aren't just commenting the wrong
Skeletons will attempt to
information.
run. Go to action 3, so they're going grand total of 7. They're
Right.
hustling.
Those zombies are marching up that table, or skeletons rather. Now that block of 30 skeletons right there, that's going to be really hard to get rid of. But he's just starting his way up the table, get into position,
So you couldn't actually.
and he's probably going to be going for a grindy
Just in
game here,
case something weird happens.
Yeah,
to just
yeah.
outlast this Archeon list and score a bunch of points in his objectives. He doesn't have to kill the Archeon list to win this game, and that's a big thing that a lot of new players don't necessarily understand about matchups. Is like in this situation, the Soulblight Gravelord player could kill no models and still potentially come out on top if he plays it real smart and gets a little bit lucky. Now, ideally, you'd also kill models to reduce their damage and get more control of the board, but he doesn't necessarily have to, as long as he controls the objective and gets his battle tactics. The Archeon player can also score battle tactics really well, and in my experience in 3.0 so far, battle tactics are actually more important than the primary being holding objectives. It's fairly easy to score a solid amount of points in the primary, where you can really demonstrate your skill and control your opponent is whether or not they get their battle tactics. So battle tactics, every turn you're picking one at the beginning of the turn. Let's say it's kill this monster, or grab this objective, or kill this battle line unit, or kill the general. The opponent has a lot of say in whether or not you're able to do that with various tools. So thinking ahead and planning ahead to deny your opponent these battle tactics is really how a lot of games at the high level are going to be decided. I'm going to have my streaming partner go in and confirm which battle tactics they picked so that we can make some notes of that, so you guys can follow along with that.
The Stormcast book comes, they're going to release a bunch of merch, and I'm going to deck down all Stormcast gear all the time.
You're my Chu-Ran, huh?
That is my max.
Hey, I'm getting pretty good energy. We got 7 viewers in here right now. That's pretty good. Just getting started here today. So. Same.
Let's run this Coven Throne. 4. 18. Going 18. You know.
In a little bit, but I just got this right now. But I was gonna say.
Tag a little bit, why not?
When you
Might
guys
come in
confirm
here.
what battle tactic they select? I couldn't hear it.
Cool.
Sergio will be
Oh, Nefrata, what am I going to do with you?
Okay.
Oh, boy.
you were at 5 points, right?
Yes, that's correct.
And what'd you finish your battle tactic?
Conquer.
Right. That's something we gotta add in is the ability to draw. I'm gonna just put 5. No, not 50. That's
Okay.
can't control the defense.
Nefrata will attempt a run as well. No, she not.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so it updated. So Roberto got 3 points from controlling at least one objective, 2 objectives,
Chasing me.
and more than his opponent turn 1. It's pretty easy to do that if you're the first player.
Nice.
Your opponent's not on any objectives yet, so it's pretty easy to get ahead on that primary if you're going first. It's one of the advantages of choosing to go first. And he scored 2 points off of his battle tactic, which I'm assuming was controlling 2 objectives, or the running objective, but I'm not 100% sure yet. We're going to confirm what he got. All right, so as we can see, the Soulblight player has chosen to move towards the center objective with his Blood Knights, as opposed to necessarily going over the top and dealing with that wizard and stuff like that. So he's going for more of the fight it out in the middle approach to it. Now, the Blood Knights can do a lot of damage on the charge to those Varangard, but the Varangard are also very hard to kill.
It's like the tankiest foot hero in the game.
It's going to be interesting to see whether or not that pays off for him. But he's all buffed up, all set up over there. Let me know in the chat who you guys think is going to win and who you want to win. We can see Toxic Vampy wants Soulblight to win. Gee, I wonder why the vampires might want vampires to win. But these are 2 good players.
Oh boy, I am totally.
So you can see here that he's using that grave site in the back near the top objective to bring some Blood Knights out behind his opponent. And he's basically getting the best of both worlds here, where he's going to probably be able to kill that wizard unless he fails his charge here, and deal with the center objective at the same time. However, he is spreading himself a little bit thin, and this could come back to bite him. Because another option he could have done would be to basically ignore that center objective, let him sit there and control the outer objectives, right? Okay, so it was the Chaos Lord that gave him the double attacks. That makes sense. We were trying to figure out where it came from.
I changed my mind.
Yeah. I didn't see it in the list at first. Yeah, it's a good thing to point out there, Rev. He does have the Soulblight cornered at the moment. He did a good job turn 1 to really start putting that pressure on. And it is going to be extremely hard to shift any models in that super elite Slaves of Darkness army. Like you were saying, the 2+ save with the re-rolling 1s, it's brutal, man. Super hard to deal with. And in this recent FAQ, they finally gave the Varangard Elite. For some reason, they didn't have the keyword Elite before, which is kind of funny, but now they can issue commands to themselves, which really helps. You can't really stop them from doing all-out defense and all-out attack. You used to be able to kill a character nearby and they wouldn't be able to do it to themselves anymore, but you can't do that now. Definitely. I'm pretty interested in this list. I've never seen a list this all in when it comes to Archeon and the Varangard, and I think it's going to be really interesting to watch throughout the day how it performs. I think this is one of the tougher matchups for him, though, just because holding objectives is going to be really hard against the Soulblight list. Does he smell good? I would hope so.
That's the end of the glorious movement. Let's do this,
He's
man.
not a filthy Nurgle player, so...
Charge is, yes. You know, that really matters. Blood Knights here.
Yep, I mean...
Alright. So he's going in for that charge.
No. So these guys are what? The buffed? How?
They're just 3 of rerolling 1s. Saves.
Okay.
Because I am still rerolling 1s to hit and win versus you, though.
Okay.
Because that's until my next hero.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I get a pile-in, duh. Okay. Yeah. And sorry, man. You do pile-ins when you select the unit to fight?
To fight, yeah.
Okay. Cool. So I think.
So he made a pretty short charge of only 5 inches, but like he's saying, he can pile in, so he's still going to be able to get a good amount of guys into the fight, so he's not too worried about it. Saving those re-rolls for charges, probably for the longer charges from his Blood Knights at the top or the zombies in the back. So what do you guys think about his choice to go after the Varangard instead of maybe trying to focus down Archeon with everything? It's a hard thing to know for sure which is the right choice because they're both so tanky. The Varangard do a lot less damage, but they are a little bit easier to kill. Archeon's notoriously difficult, but now that he doesn't have the reroll 6s anymore from Eye of Shirian from the new FAQ, instead he can once per game give -1 to hit. He's a little bit easier to take down before, but he's still pretty hard to do.
Alright, cool, man. There's that.
Alright,
Well,
what happened?
Torches.
So-
Blood Knights up there.
As you can see,
Yeah,
he decided to go towards the
This guy.
center objective with his Blood Knights, and he brought some Knights up top and zombies down at the bottom.
He just didn't do the Neffy play.
He did do the Neffy play, and I think that would have been smarter, but it was a pretty hard
I'm
one
not
to
spending
spot.
command point or anything else, so I'm going to try to reroll charge.
we got somebody talking.
Yeah, we've been having a little bit of a debate
Yes.
down here.
Okay.
Rob smells like a man.
A manly man.
Rob smells like a ever-chosen scent.
Going in.
Well, again, it's what I would have done with his list, so I don't think it was a mistake as much as it was more of a you had to play kind of thing. Like,
This, I think, right here changes it, though. Him making that charge there onto that War Shrine,
oh, I didn't even see that.
he just
That
made
is
that right
gorgeous.
now. That was a risky play to go for it like that.
Like
but
I
it
told you,
paid
I
off.
wouldn't tie in both Varangard, which. Oh my God! And he's getting the zombies in
The
behind.
zombies in? Okay, now
All
things are
right,
changing.
now, yeah, that's
Yeah.
sweet. He tied up the Varangard so it can't hit his Blood Knight, so his one Blood Knights can focus on the first unit of 3, so that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in a good position right
Yeah,
now.
the,
That's why I
landing
said.
those 2 9-inch charges was huge right there.
So what he needs to do now is make sure that those Fellbats come up or zone or Neffy makes it look like, because what I could see Archeon, if he piles in the wrong way, Archeon can basically come behind and start chewing into the Blood Knight some more too, and then Shroud Slayer King's
3 and 3.
Neffy at the same time.
However, he can, once Archeon moves, he can redeploy those bats to really use redeploy to kind of continue screening even if
Yeah,
Archeon
that's what
tries
we
to
have
fly
to do.
around, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
it's pretty tough for Archeon to get in.
Well, I mean, he would if he positioned the Archeon below the bats, and if that gap is still there, if more of a gap is there after he moves his Blood Knights forward, he would be able to, with like a 9 or 10-inch charge, clear the bats and then land. How big is Archeon's base? actually?
Archeon's base is big. It's real hard to get to sneak
then
into
never mind.
things like that.
No, because I do that with Neffy all the time, but I guess you can't
Yeah,
do it with.
Neferata's a lot smaller. You can just see right there.
It's
the
like
big
a
circle with this
9-inch
little oval.
base,
right?
huh? There's no way to ever do that. That sucks. Okay. I've been looking at getting Archeon. So
Yeah.
that's why I was just wondering.
Yeah, Archeon's scary. I mean,
kill.
his recent nerf brought him more in line, but he was pretty broken up until that point. I still think he's a little bit undercosted for what he does, but it's closer.
I killed him with 20 Graveguard before.
Well, Tony Graveguard will kill just about anything. Let's be real, especially when they're fighting twice. Like, it's pretty hard to live through that. But
not Van Hell's, just that. Alright, so he's gonna throw his first big.
Everybody. If not, let me know.
so Doug's always been pretty good about precision.
Yeah, it would be nice to see that happen with
Definitely
Neffy's
not
sword.
gonna do it. If you can move him forward,
Okay.
to be a clearancy. I mean, you can try. It's fine. Yeah. I don't care. But
We'll say he didn't make it then.
okay. Yeah. But yeah, everyone
No,
else.
Neferara.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Cool. Let's see what happens. All right.
And who are you? I
What's up?
will. I might spend a CPU plus 1 here.
Yeah.
Okay.
If he can, if
It's
he,
a Ferrari. Rara. It's a Neffy Ferrari.
Yeah.
So-
So you're attacking both units.
yeah,
so I can
definitely.
either or, right? 'Cause
If
you have to-
Archeon
unless
can get
I don't
into
know.
You have to actually
Neferata,
attack this unit.
there's a
With this guy,
solid chance
With
he
that, yeah.
eats her with his Slayer of King's sword. So what the Slayer of Kings is, for those of you who don't know, which it's this magical sword that Archeon has, and if he rolls 2 6s to wound, whatever he's targeting just instantly dies. He sucks it into the sword. Doesn't matter how big you are, how tanky you are, you're
He
done.
Sasuke's that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
5 moves
But I
each,
mean,
yes.
just like. Well, no, who's Sasuke's other brother? My bad.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but
With the.
my brain's farting on that one.
So 4 and 2.
Yes.
But he just pulls you into his little secret death world, and you're dead.
Well, with the snake right now, Orochimaru, and then it was Sasuke's older brother. Was the one when you finally see him again, he gets pulled out of the sword, kind of thing.
Yeah.
For their fight. So.
4 onto this unit.
Okay, so this is the combat that matters. So I want to see it.
Yeah.
So he's going into.
12 attacks, duh.
He's nervous
twos
about
and
it
twos, 'cause
himself.
I got the tactical insight on him.
He got the charge, so this is 2s and 2s. Okay, 1-1 so far. Alright, and
Pretty
then
nice
this
roll.
is going to be -1 range and 2 damage apiece. Oh, only other one. Alright, sweet.
At -1 range.
Oof.
Yep.
Sure. So 3s
10.
going to 4s, rerolling 1s.
I'm really surprised he didn't go for an all-out defense here.
Ooh, and he did on one of them. This is 2 units that he's hitting.
So,
2 damage each.
Yeah, he was talking about it before.
so 12.
Okay.
Then that's 12 6-ups.
Nice.
Alright, he needs to make 3 of these to keep 2 of them alive. 1, 2 that I see.
Saved 4.
I couldn't see the glare. Okay.
So you kill 1.
Okay.
1 and
1 is at
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Okay. Got some hooves coming your way here.
Oh, they have 6 wounds apiece.
5 wounds.
If you want to land, I can hoof swing.
Yeah, go ahead.
For Vanguard.
The leader might
3s
have.
and 3s.
Maybe.
Yeah.
They're real hard to kill.
He did 8 wounds. So it was 12 minus 4, so shoot 8.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, it is 5. Yeah.
So it would be 5.
These little horses, which in my
Might-
experience always kill shit. Like it's always the horses, man.
This is 3s, rerolling 1s.
Ah!
Very good. Sweet.
I saved it
So
all.
1 will die.
Okay.
And we will.
And then that was all the attacks?
Yeah. He rolled pretty good on those little
I'll
6+
do these
saves
2
there.
guys over here.
It may seem like it wasn't that much, but the thing is that each Vanguard is incredibly important.
Going to them.
Each model you can
choose
remove
and
from this
choose.
Archeon list is drastically impacting its overall ability to fight.
1, 2,
Sorry.
5.
I heard you, but I was like watching dice.
So same thing.
I was just saying that
4s.
you only killed 1 model there, but it's
So it takes
1/3
damage?
of a
Yeah,
unit.
Oh, yeah, no, totally. Like, you made a big point, and I was just
Takes
like, what?
1,
Nice.
takes
I'm
1.
like watching dice here. Okay.
Hooves.
Yeah, exactly. You
threes
took out
and
all that
threes.
swings from that guy, too, is the thing. And he doesn't get to
Hooves
come
always
back.
good. Wow. 3s.
You see the hose rolls?
Alright.
Let's see. Come on.
5,
If you can kill 1 from both, that'd be nice.
taking 2.
Go on.
6s. Okay, again, same roll.
Nice.
So it takes 2 total for on the far right unit here.
Okay. Right on.
Yeah, we'll just put it on this here.
He said 6s and he rolled a 5 and said 7 both.
Those are my swings.
No,
Yeah.
They have a 5 of
he
them.
has the 2 guys fighting the other squad over there. So it was a 2 damage
Let's
attack.
go with-
1 got through, and he passed 1 of his 6-up saves from the War Shrine, giving them a 6-up.
Yeah.
The War Shrine? Yeah. So this first attack will be 4.
You can tell he's in a bad position.
Yeah, he didn't expect the
No. Blood Knight's in his back line.
yeah, definitely didn't see that coming.
This is
4 3s and 3s. Nothing special here.
I think it is the right choice to fight with the War Shrine here, though. It's the most likely thing to die.
-1.
4 plus save. Nope.
2 damage.
2 damage. And we're on 6s. What save? Alright.
And this will be 6 4s and 3s. Wow, okay, I'll hit.
Nice.
He's got the hot dice right now.
And 5 at no rend.
5 no rend. 5. 3 plus saves.
We'll see if the dice are hot. If they carry through. They do.
2 damage again.
Nope. Reroll.
Kills the horse.
Down, and he's at 2.
And that is the War Shrine.
Alright, I will select zombies.
Smart. He put it on the. Well, it wasn't smart. He put it on the banner. Should have put it on the guy on the far
Dive
left.
onto them off. That's cool.
Yeah, you're good.
Big pylons here. 6 inches.
And he really takes that objective.
Yeah, he has that objective on lock. It's going to be really hard for him to take that back from him.
Closer.
And that's the thing about Soulblight. It's extra difficult. I mean, so we know that it's going to be Slaves to Darkness next. Is he taking... Let's see what
We don't know for sure.
he's all Zinch, is what he said.
Alright, 20 zombie swings.
We don't know for sure if the Slaves of Darkness
Fives and
are
fives,
next.
sixes,
It just seems likely because he does get to know before he makes his plays, and he went pretty aggressive. So
Yeah, I got you. Well, that's a smart call.
Is 40 attacks?
No, 1 attack each.
Oh, okay, 20.
Yeah. Just 1. No buffs for them. Alright, here we go.
see this.
5s and 5s, 6s and more.
Yeah,
Zombie.
just looking for 6s.
Just fishing for those mortals.
2. I see.
And those are 3. 5s are winning. 1, no rent.
So 3 up. That's it. And then 2 6s.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, hey.
All right.
The Knights say no.
The Knights are rolling so many 6s on those things,
You
man.
only have this left.
Correct.
Rolling
So
hot.
it shouldn't really matter. I'm gonna go ahead and go here first.
Okay.
Put everything to the zombies.
Yep.
So it'll be 18 attacks.
I'll miss you.
Okay.
Kick the mic down. Mic drop.
Good. So this will be 2s and 3s because Archeon is on the field.
Okay.
Shouldn't he with the unit of 2?
No reroll.
I mean, it would make sense.
So 3 miss, so 15 hit.
Nice.
And this is 3s. No, nothing special here. So I'm guessing this is just gonna go through, right?
Correct.
So it'll be 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 damage.
9.
Because it's -1 as well.
Okay. No arm saves. So 9.
He has Deathless.
Horses.
Oh my god. He still has Deathless.
Got horses. Huh? Big horses.
This
He's playing too sloppy with his own rules.
These actually don't get +1.
Oh, he's saying he doesn't. Because he's not wholly within 12 of his. Ah, okay. He's not playing sloppy.
So this is 4.
4. All right. 4 down. Whoa. My bad.
You're done, right? Oh no.
Oh,
Uh,
we're going in there.
He just measured a bit ago. He's outside of 12 of the gravesite, which is like to the left there, that little circle on the ground.
We'll +1 save on him, so I'll be at 1 CP.
Okay. Yep. How many wounds total?
12.
12.
Yeah, I thought he was outside too. But he's playing clean. Or, I mean, I didn't think he was outside. I thought he was inside. Oh, man. This is what also can hurt pretty bad. This is also on the
3s
chart.
and 3s for the
Still
lances.
2 damage apiece.
I picked up a lot of zombies there. I guess that's not super surprising.
Yeah, he wasn't within range of the Deathless, too.
All right. 10 3s to 1.
I think he's out of CP, too. You gotta ask him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's -1 rent.
Alright, so this is going back to his 4 up. Oh wow.
Oh,
So
and
only takes 2
That's it. Yeah.
and 6s from himself. Alright. So takes 2.
Yeah,
Big bad
Roberto
horses.
is rolling hot.
here we got the tournament organizer here.
He will have taken
On my
4s and 4s.
Oh damn, dude. lay down a rap, dude.
The tournament is organized by Mickey Mouse.
Oh yeah.
Threes. No. Sixes. Yep. Thank you.
So tough.
So I have.
I definitely
So I
feel
will
like Doug made the
So I'm gonna
real
go with
good
them
plays
next.
here.
Yep.
The dice
I will
didn't
spend
support
it once
it.
per battle, fight twice.
He didn't do the damage
And I'll
they
shoot
should have
that
done.
Oh no! He did
So
the
this
right
will be
play
all-
completely.
Oh yeah.
And it wasn't
into
even his
the,
dice that didn't support it. It was Roberto's that was like, nah.
Roberto's like, yeah, so that's not gonna happen.
I didn't realize how strong those dice are.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7's 4-ups. Okay,
the one here?
sure. Here you go.
Yeah.
I'm only gonna miss one, and then I'm.
Gonna pass those 6-ups
Oh,
like
man,
nothing, man.
Yeah.
He's made so many 6-ups so far, and like 6-ups are one of those things where like,
That's what happens. You get the charge, and then the opponent gets the save.
yeah.
These two.
But he's still in a good
So
position.
it'll just be 12 attacks.
He still wins the body count, so he still plays the objective game where he's still overloading the center. He has to take 1 battle shock for the thing. They're still going through their combats,
So
but
12 attacks.
and this is gonna hurt here. So this is the funny thing. We've already seen all of the Soulblight attacks. Now we're gonna see
Threes,
what happens back
because
and how hard this is
there's the
gonna hit. And he gets to go
all
first.
hit.
I mean, we assume.
Assuming.
Okay.
Threes,
We're gonna see if
rerolling
you're right.
ones.
Yeah, exactly. Especially because he didn't do enough damage. That's exactly where it's at.
Yeah, they got the,
Missed it.
exactly. They got the mess. 10, 2 plus saves.
Ah. Okay. I actually don't play Blood Knight, so I'm okay with that comment, but
Damage,
that
4
hurt.
saves. Oh, no. Okay. Bang, bang.
Yeah, and again, Roberto rolled real hot on those
Cool.
attacks. He didn't miss a single attack with his Vanguard attack in there.
Alright, so if you want to buy Roberto dice,
Yeah. Just donate $10 to the stream, and we'll have Roberto shake your dice in his hands for a while before we.
yeah,
ship
they
it
got
to you.
good.
Half hit. 3 rolling ones. So 3 no red. I mean, doesn't matter. 2 up.
Save.
Alright.
I like his
Fighting
save
again with them?
sound.
And
You know, snapping.
I will expend it on them as well to fight.
It does. It's clinically proven that if you snap, you just get better at everything.
Going with this unit, but I think I have to go in order.
It's actually where the
So
saying
we'll
"no
actually
snap" comes from.
do.
Oh.
Yeah.
It has to be actually 2 into them. There's 7 left.
Correct, yeah.
There's a bunch of other games going
So
on
I'm gonna
too.
do
Yeah, the field looks pretty interesting out
1
here.
into them,
Already
and then 2 into the.
kind of almost
Let's you go out and get
2
us
into
count
the,
how many big ass monsters.
Blood Knights. So the one going into the
Tio's gonna go check.
zombies is his 2s,
Over 10 moon monsters.
3s.
So
5
Roberto's,
red one.
fighting with these Vanguard right
The
now, and
zombies.
he's chosen the 6th
5.
circle for his Vanguard. Now the
do the
Vanguard have a
forces
bunch of different
from within.
options. One of them lets
Into
them
them as
fly. There's retreat and charge
4s.
ones. There's a lot of different tools you can do, but the most common one is the 6th
3,
circle,
so
and that
2
does
have no
gives them
red, but
+1
doesn't matter.
damage.
Yep.
Kill 'em
And
all
that is
perfectly.
huge. Their damage output is way higher, and that's really important here because
2
he's not going to hold objectives
into the
unless he
Blood
kills
Knights.
most of the Soulblight, which he's clearly doing.
So this will be 12
What
attacks.
it looks like is he chose to attack the
3s,
zombies
2s and 3s,
with
rerolling
both
ones.
his Vanguard.
Unit again. Doesn't matter. Don't hit. 3s here, rerolling ones.
Okay, 17 monsters alive out of 24.
So
There's 24 monsters in one event. That's a lot of monsters. It's definitely how 3.0 has been going so far. For sure. You know, 2.0 was pretty rare to see a monster, honestly. Like, they weren't super good, but all the rules changes have made them crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're
Forgot
not,
the horses.
it's new in the edition, so I feel like I should talk about this sort of stuff with people. Let them know what, like,
The hero monster ability too, and just being able to double stack the new abilities in your list. It's just nice to smash things,
and then fighting twice
roar at
with this unit.
things, Titanic duel.
yeah, those
I'm actually
extra
gonna put 1
layers
into
of
them.
abilities on top really
Even
push
heal.
monster. Yeah.
Because
And the other thing that's great about monsters is they really take a lot of mental load off you. You pretty much
Yeah.
you walk them around and you smash them.
I'm gonna do
You don't
1 and
gotta
1.
like think that hard.
I'm actually gonna
tournament
do
on the
the
basics of
swords
ruling
into
like you
them,
do. ton of infantry.
And
Well,
then
now
the
we get to play with our
horses
big
until
pieces.
this
You know,
unit.
instead of having to push
Actually,
all
no,
these
let's just
models
do
to win
full
the objectives,
split.
the monsters
into
now
all him
are
into
worth
infinite.
more, like more models
So
on the
6
objective
into
too, which is
Blood
nice.
Knights.
Yeah.
10 man
So
first.
there's a lot of advantages
rolling
to playing
ones.
monsters in your list. But people are starting to also tech against it. Armies are showing up that are all based
Oh, look
around
at those
killing
twos.
monsters.
So 3
Yeah,
minus
yeah. I mean, if it's not scored towards the monster points, then it's not gonna necessarily.
Rolling 1.
Oh wow.
1 around.
Oh.
Horses.
Horses.
Oh, reroll though, right?
That was my reroll,
Oh, okay.
right?
No, I
Banner
wasn't gonna roll. Yeah,
You
banner.
know what? You know what? Yeah.
There you go.
And then this is
It was
6.
Mr. Track. Alright, cool.
That was nice. Roberto helped him.
Reroll this one.
This is onto the other Blood Knight.
This is on
See, it's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to help your opponent even when they forget.
-1.
These dice are starting to betray him right there.
No.
This is the ebb and flow of dice, man. It's
Oh
just what
yeah,
happens.
definitely. You know,
One.
dice come and go,
And
they
then
go
the
up
horses.
and down. At the end of the day, if you play smart, play tight,
Horses.
the dice usually end
One.
up averaging out
Alright.
by the end of the game.
Pretty
You know?
close.
You know?
But
Got it.
sometimes they got those big swingy moments.
Yep. That is everything.
Okay.
Right.
Le battle shock phase, I
So
suppose.
really,
Yep, I'm fine.
so it's kind of interesting
Let's
decision. It
do
looks like
5
Roberto
plus to get it
focused
back.
almost all of his attacks into the
No,
zombies.
not yet. All right.
I
From
believe
what
we're
was
actually
very
tied
good.
here.
It didn't,
Are we?
did
Okay.
I
not
think you
try
have
and kill the
9, right?
Blood Knight.
Oh no, you lost one, so you're actually
What do you
8.
think about
1,
that?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8, 9.
He did it so that he gets this.
I'm at 10 plus 2, so 11 or 12 actually.
Okay.
Does he not have the Coven Throne?
Cool.
So you will hold 1 and conquer for 3 points.
Yep.
All right.
I agree.
And yeah, Battle Shock is not my thing.
Looks like
Uh,
that definitely paid
Not
off
in my
right there.
repertoire. Yeah.
He had
He killed enough zombies to. He killed every single zombie in the list, so
Well,
he
the
didn't
dice
lose
roll
that
was 2.
objective.
okay. So you've taken 2.
Okay.
So I'm counting up.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So roll off. I will elect not to do my one. Sure, you can guess why.
Wonder why? Yeah.
So yeah, rolling
Let's
off.
do it. Oh, damn.
I don't know if you know this, but I will take it.
Yeah. Surprise.
Neferata's save is what?
She is 3+ now, 2+ because she does have Mystic Shield.
And she is she a monster?
She is a monster. I get a command point back because Journal's on the table.
Yep. So I will get my 2 base command points, and then I get an extra one for Archaon.
Okay.
I'm actually trying to do this right.
My
you know?
battle tactic, however, can I send it here?
I'm not going to ask them.
How many wounds? They have 2 or 3?
3 each.
3 each.
Is your Coven not on the thing?
It's on it. Are we?
Isn't it worth 5?
No, it's not a monster.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I think
know.
That's where I was like tripping on that for a second. I was like, how is he? So it's 3 to 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect. Awesome. And you have 3 command points because you're
He gets extra.
crazy,
Yeah.
awesome.
Just
guy.
forever.
Yeah, I know.
Forever.
I think I have to go for the Slay the Warlord here.
Okay.
yeah, okay, so he's choosing Slay the Warlord.
So was that,
That would
I'm
be
not sure
kill
it's the
your.
right choice.
Who's actually your general?
Against
This one?
Jeffy,
Oh,
I
okay,
mean,
so
if he
no,
gets
I
the 260s,
would have to bank
Sure,
a
but he's
crazy
also
charge
have to
do
get
that.
into it. At the same time, it's a risky play. He's definitely not guaranteed this
Your
one here.
or the dog's battle line?
It's not a guarantee. It's always
They're all
nicer
at
to take the
5, I'm
guarantee.
saying?
But what guarantee would he have?
10 of them, so that's 21.
It's kind of hard, but there's several easy ones. You know, like Monsters Takeover and whatever like that. That
most
are
likely.
pretty much guaranteed. And in the early game, I like to do the simple ones and make decisions better later. I don't. He could go for Slay the Battle line by swinging Archaon up into his top Blood Knights, and that actually might be a more consistent play, but it's definitely less payoff. Right?
Conquer over here.
Yep. He's taking the higher payoff.
Going high risk, high reward here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, those
We'll
dogs
do
are
Conquer on
also
the far
battle
one
line.
here, and we
That's
will.
true.
Oh, he switched it to Conquer.
Bunch of start of the phase stuff.
What did he switch to?
Conquer.
Okay.
To take back the one that the guy just conquered.
Let's do the prayer
So the dog
first.
just
We'll
conquered.
go
He's
with
taking the Conquer back. I'm gonna go take pictures.
Nurgle again.
All right.
Heroic actions.
Oh, yeah, heroic actions. I will do the CP from him. Goes no 4-up. Does not happen.
I will do. Your battle tactics conquer. That's right. I'll do CP on Neferata. Nope.
Cool. So I'm gonna do the reroll ones to hit on them again. I'm going to do.
Okay, so he's doing some buff ups on his unit, which is something that his
Prayer.
list does pretty well. He's got the Chaos Lord, who's basically got an ability to make a unit fight twice in the combat phase. He's that guy in that little upper right corner, sitting on
Goes
the
off,
objective.
so he's +1 save again and rerolling wounds.
And he's got the
Savage.
Chaos
I think
War Shrine
we're
as
good to
well,
go. Oh,
which gives
I will
prayers.
do the.
And the
if I can
prayers
see
are
the future here.
various buffs.
Yeah,
So like he says, he's got the reroll ones to hit.
Doing
he also has
All-Seeing Eye or
Curse
whatever
on
from
that.
Host's command ability.
What Curse does, if you don't know, is a generic thing on a 4-up. Basically, every 6 to hit causes mortal wound.
So I'm down to. So I spent a CP there. Spells. I will do. Let's do Spike Tongue Curse here. Let me check.
Sounds evil.
So he's taking the
Not 100%
Conquer
sure on the
instead.
range here.
Not yellowing it like the guy said.
he took the Arcane Tome on his Chaos Lord, which is kind of an interesting choice to get a second spellcaster in his list without having to actually bring a
So range
spellcaster.
12, just
Oh,
within
that's
12.
always nice.
Yeah, that's
Always
always nice,
Visible,
right?
which everything is visible to me.
And he doesn't really need any extra like
Yeah,
damage
that's all
output
right,
from his
yeah.
Chaos Lord. It's a support piece anyway, so it really makes a lot of sense.
He probably spent the CP, right? On what does he use CP on in the hero phase?
I'm not 100% sure
Is
what
it
he
the
used it on.
rerolls, or is it the other thing? How does he
Just for
get?
6-up board save.
Correct.
How many wounds does she have?
12.
I'm not sure what he spent.
Well.
He just spent it on something, so he is down 1 CP.
Yeah,
You can mark that.
60 left.
The Slave Slayer just used 1. He has 2 left.
So yeah, we'll do Spikes on Curse. I'll just roll it
Okay.
to
He just
4.
used 1. I didn't hear what it
Goes
was
off
for.
on a 7.
You have 3 spells, correct?
Yeah, after this I'll have 2 more.
Okay, might as well try to spell. Nope.
No.
What's this do?
So this is just a flat 3 mortals on anything within 12.
Oh no. Ew.
That's bravery.
10.
10. Really?
Yeah, we're
Everything
10
bravery?
That's how he gets the double
Except for,
attack
like,
command
zombies.
ability. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
I'm actually just gonna put it on the big chunky boy Blood Knight here.
Okay.
So just 3 flat mortals.
3 mortals.
Five mortals.
Yeah. Nice man. Oh, save 1, but doesn't matter. Blue Knight down.
I'll also do Archaons. He can pick one of his heads to go off. Let's do
One of his heads
the
to
only
go
one
off.
that matters is a D3.
Okay.
mortal
Pop off
wounds.
heads.
So we'll do that one.
He's got the Nurgle head,
So I pick a
the
unit,
Corn head, and the
12.
Zinch head, right? And one
Let's
heals,
just go with
one
them again.
bites things,
So on a 3-up,
and one is like a shooting attack.
and let's do.
Okay. Hero phase shenanigans. Not shenanigans. Just
so
stuff.
Arcane Bolt from him.
So we say he's going to conquer back that bottom one, right? That bottom one.
Barrels.
Now there's some
D3.
really interesting plays that
X2.
the Soulblight player can do about that. For example, when the Varangard, if he moves the Varangard
He's
closer
a
to
4
that range
he's a 4
charge,
wood save.
he could
For
re-put
mortal
his
wounds specifically.
backwards,
Oh,
actually,
wow.
and make
Okay.
the zombies
So,
then pile
okay,
in
Nice.
6
Archeon.
inches and
Archeon.
really swarm all over that
Cool.
objective.
Yep.
This could really
together, man.
backfire if he doesn't
And then
know
the
how
last
zombies
cast is
work
from
and doesn't
the-
expect that play.
Sword Boy.
But he knows that they got the 6-inch.
Yeah,
The 6-inch pile.
What do you have in Deep Strike still? Fellbacks?
it's really easy to forget things like that when you're standing at the table
Yeah,
trying to operate
it's
your own
of course
army, right?
next
So
turn you
I'm
can come back
interested
and
to
have
see
strength.
how that's going to play out down there because that battle tactic could be huge and the outcome of the game, right?
Well, now he's wondering whether he should move him off of the thing to. If he's for the double command or for the double attack command, I would still keep him close to the thing he needs to have
So
the
I'll
double
do,
attack. But he could also
None of
use it
these
to his
have
own.
lingering wounds. This guy has 1, right?
Yeah, correct.
So I'm actually. I did Arcane Bolt already.
Yep.
Okay, so I will just do.
Yeah,
No idea.
right.
Let's make him a monster.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure it goes off on a 10.
More of you,
Alright.
less of me.
Yep.
9.
You
So
got
he
it.
is now a monster.
Whoa. Hardcore.
So I hope that is all. Oh, I picked them again for reroll ones to hit. let's go into the movement. They will stay there just so that no one redeploys. Archeon over here though will move, of course.
He's going.
We'll try to see if we can kill Neferata because Dark Mist is very annoying.
I think he unbound Dark Mist before.
Maybe. We were talking so much
just
into what was happening that
outside
hero
of
phase too much. So
3 of the 4 fell back
I
here.
think that's what happened.
stay out of here. Yeah, see, and this is why I thought he shouldn't do the
So the redeploy should happen at any time. He's not thinking about it. Is he going to do the redeploy here, or is he going to do it over there?
Yeah, this is interesting, right? Because he could redeploy the bats right here.
Left.
You could redeploy Neffy right here. Just move her up. And what he's going to charge it to? Where's his base going to land?
Yeah.
And then
If he only needs like 2 inches with Neffy, or I guess he'd still. I don't know.
Half strength.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see if the front of the wolves is within 6
I'm just
inches.
gonna move them.
Oh,
in
those
5.
aren't zombies down there. They're skeletons. I just realized.
Yeah,
They look like zombies from here. So he can't do that pile and move. So
I don't
he
think I
should
have any other
definitely redeploy
movements because
Neferata.
everything else is in combat. And I definitely don't want to move them.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
let's
I don't
do
think he saw the play there.
charges. I don't have shooting. We'll just
Like,
do them first.
3.0 has
Go
all
off
these
here.
like neat interactions,
in.
and there's so many things going on.
Going in.
The redeploy, man, is
So we'll actually go like.
It's my opinion.
IQ, you know?
Yeah.
Like the IQ game, whatever you want to say.
Yeah, it's the 1,000 IQ plays are all going to be
he
those
will attempt to
redeploys.
charge.
That's the over 9,000 play.
Yeah, like it's. I think it's one of the most.
4.
That's not a
2
good charge.
CP.
You should be able to charge it.
Is he going to spin the CP for it? Let's
I
listen.
will spend CP to reroll this.
Alright, I'm going to do this at the right time.
Hell
What
yeah.
range do I actually
So,
so I only need a 5.
oh, this is for the Chaos Lord.
And we're good to go.
Got that one.
Now,
He will
Because he needed to put him up there to be able to use his last CP to have Archeon double
Archeon.
attack. That way, even if he gets into the burst, he'll still be able to
I
hit
don't know if he
Neffy.
can. I don't think he can fly over.
Okay.
No way.
Pretty sure he can because of his pie plate.
Because of his pie plate.
Doesn't matter.
but he also can't stand on that.
No, you can't stand on the rock. Yeah.
So this is actually really interesting. Can he even get into a position?
He can't. He has to kill the bats first.
Maybe he has to fight a second time, but it makes it way less likely to kill Neferata here, right?
Because he won't be able to get the.
Actually,
Yeah.
what are they? Do they have a save?
6+.
Okay. Because I'm actually not sure if I even have to tag Neferata in.
Oh, like so you can fight twice, or?
Well, I'll be able to fight twice,
Yep.
but he could possibly kill them actually, because he does 2 damage attacks.
Oh yeah. The bats are weak.
I mean,
Super weak. But 75 points.
I'll actually won't tag in, so I'll be like 0.1 out,
Okay, fair enough.
because I also don't want to get roared.
Fair.
Smart.
I believe that's everything.
Cool.
So that you can't get
Monster
command
stuff.
ability.
He is a monster.
That was very
wow.
smart play.
So he will
Oh my god.
do the D3 mortals on them.
Okay.
Could backfire a little bit, but I don't think he will.
3 up. Goes off. D3.
2 up on the D3 Immortal.
3.
3. 6 of this ignore.
I knew I should have spite tongued him.
Alright.
So one's at 2.
Is that, 1 wound.
1 wound. So I just have Archeon left.
Okay.
I guess we'll do the no CA command abilities on the Felbats.
Okay.
3 up. Goes off so they can't spend it.
Yep.
Doesn't matter. That is everything.
Cool.
I will actually go, because that is everything. So going into the combat phase, I will spend a CP to make him fight twice.
Okay. Yeah.
No more
Makes sense.
CP.
I don't think that will matter. Neferata can't move. Here, they're just base like 4s and 5s, no rend.
5 plus 6.
But for
Oh,
Fours
two
and
attacks-
fours.
2 attacks, 4s and 4s, no rend.
okay.
Yeah. On charge, it would be
Good
3s.
players know their enemy.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go there first.
It's huge. Knowing your
So it'll
opponent's
be
army
18
more
attacks.
than they know your
Oh,
own
damn.
army.
Okay.
2s and 3s.
2 3s.
One of the best ways to get
go.
advantage. If you understand your opponent's army, you can make informed decisions and
no
not geek
rerolls,
out, right? Spend your time, do your research.
need to pile in because everyone's on the objective, so... Yeah.
So looking at his field, he should have had his grave sites closer to the objectives because he knew he was going to be on the objectives than where he put his back grave sites. Like, he spawned them so he could like spawn behind the opponent, but it also gave it so that he doesn't have a perfect circle on any of the actual objectives.
Wow, so many sixes.
To have a perfect circle, you'd have to have the grave site on a corner of the objective because the objective itself is 12. So like, if he put both of those backfield ones, like basically on the corner of the objective, like 4 inches diagonally both ways, then it would have been a stronger play. Like right here where he's measuring between the two, like I said, just moving that grave site down more to where he actually gets that whole objective would have prevented the lack of a deathless save and kept him alive longer. I mean, yes, it's only a 6, but out of the 20 times where he could have rolled it, he would have gotten at least 4. You know, so.
So, I personally
these
feel
are just 1 though, because
like
it doesn't affect them.
going against those wolves first with the Vanguard was a mistake because he doesn't really.
And that's it with them.
He's not going to lose any
So
Vanguard to
you
those
may
wolves, like realistically.
Sounds good, man.
Whereas that War Shrine has a decent chance of being taken down. He rolled really hot in his saves last turn, but
My stupidity here.
fighting a bear might have been the smarter play.
It was a morality play too, because now Doug
He won't get a penalty in a frog out of 3, is that correct?
no, he can,
My goal is to kill them.
Sure, yeah, you kill the bass, yeah.
and to,
Okay.
he didn't answer the question all the way. Yes, he can pile in. My goal is to kill them and pile into Neferata, is what he should have said.
Actually, because I'm
Here you go.
yeah.
What's up?
So because I chose to be 0.1 out,
Yeah.
if I go with him pile in, I will be in range of Neferata. Just because I would move in that one.
Gotcha. Okay. Actually, I may have really screwed up.
So yeah, so he's waiting for him to pile in with Archaon so he can pile in with
But
Nephi,
his
is what he's saying right there, basically.
Well, you don't care about coherence anymore too, because you're under 5.
Oh, I just gotta be 1 inch away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Una hora.
Una aura?
Una hora. With muchos nachos.
It's still gotta be within an inch.
T.O.
With each other,
offering
you don't have to do that
nachos.
whole 3 have to be within an inch of each other.
Right. Okay. Should be good there. I think it's good. All right. Cool, man. Let's do. I should probably just. Okay. Oh, I see. Nine wounds left, correct?
He has 9 left.
Okay.
And then
He has some
3.
wounds, he's not going down this turn.
We'll do 3 attacks onto these knights here. Starting with the lance.
I will spend a CP. Actually, you're not
You have
you're not
no
doing
CP.
2 damage anymore, right? So,
Correct. I'm not.
so I'll just we'll see what happens.
Yeah. 3 on it here.
Okay.
3s and 3s. And 3s.
Unfortunately, he's got a lot weaker.
2 and
He's
minus
not
1,
the
right?
charge,
This is
but
3
it's-
going to 4s, rerolling 1s. So saves 2, takes 1. 6s. Nope, takes 1.
And the horses for 4 and 4.
Yeah, 3.
Dead wounds. No right.
Hey, could get lucky here and
3
take
up,
out
roll
one of the
1s. Of
Vanguard.
course, 6s. Of course.
Should've killed one
So
knight.
has
Vanguard
1
down.
damage, 1 health.
Oh,
Should
you're
be-
going up.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Okay. And these 3 goes onto him. Who's champion?
He should have been dead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but
Okay.
unless we got some number wrong. But
Okay. Not gonna change
Lances
that.
here. 3s and 3s.
I'm pretty sure just one of the wounds was also allocated, but yeah, whatever.
we may have also missed something like a heal or something like that went on. It's weird.
How do they
I don't know.
heal?
So
2 and minus
I
1.
don't think
2
so.
wait, they're
going
not
4s
heroes.
to 5s.
Yeah.
Three
Oh, and he
rolling
used
1s
the
as each,
command
so
ability.
takes 1, 6
Well,
up.
he may have made a mistake, or
Saves
may
it.
have missed something, or got
Nice.
something wrong. But
Nice. All right.
it is what it is. There's a lot of stuff going on. So
All right. Oh, I'm sorry. 3 horses. Oh, swinging again. 4s and 4s.
Not hitting as hard as he.
2 no run.
Yeah.
4s. Saves 1, takes 1, 6s.
those are just the horse attacks, so it's not super important here. But
4 if I can find a 4.
Well, that was the damage attack that you were worried about. The War Shrine.
yeah, and he definitely did not take that thing out.
No.
But I forgot how many wounds his War Shrines had. It had 9 left at the beginning of this turn, so those things are tanky.
Let's do.
It's my opinion he should fight with the two-man Vanguard squad right now. Because otherwise he's definitely going to lose one of those knights before he gets to fight.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because he's only got one wound left on one of those knights, and
Neferona has like
gonna
an insta-kill thing, right?
She does.
It's if she wounds on a 5-up, she does kills him.
With a sword that does 5 attacks. Then at the end of the combat phase.
Rend?
Let's say -1. I'll look up for it.
It is -1.
So we're sure.
It's 3s and then 2s.
Yep, -1 rend.
Cool.
It's don't really fail it once, man. Or don't fail them twice.
I'll actually go with the War Shrine. Or no, let's go with this unit.
Sure.
And he'll put everything in them. So this will be 18 attacks.
So many attacks.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, this is gonna be rough.
2s and 3s. They are the chosen unit again, so
I
reroll.
want to see how everybody else is doing.
Yeah, go walk around the thing. I'll keep track of this right now and just listen to the combat, figure out things.
I think I don't know if he spent any CP, so it's gonna be his turn next, and this is actually an uphill from him, and I wonder what's gonna happen with the Archon. So I want to see after.
Yeah.
Because he didn't position well. I mean, he's not even got his nephew to where the -1 to hit. The Soulblight player had the ability to position better, and it just Rob just took over from the lack of.
All right, 11.
Still has some
2+
chances
saves.
to get back in the game though. So
If he gets a double after this too,
Wow. Oh, there's one. How much damage?
Takes 1.
ooh, that was a real good save.
Come on.
And the horses.
Only took 1 wound from those Vanguard. That's a big.
4s and 3s, rerolling ones though, because they are the chosen.
Yeah, so it looks like the Vanguard basically accomplished nothing here, which is kind of the opposite of what was happening last turn, right? Dice can really swing these situations. And now it seems that the dice are really starting to favor the Soulblight player.
Okay. They already swing. Might as well go with these guys. Who has not attacked yet? They have not?
They have not.
And what's their save?
It's a 3-up one. Everyone else.
Oh, okay.
And this one is at 1 wound. I just don't want to.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Let's,
I think you should go with those Blood Knights and try and
fair. Let's get at it.
damage
Okay.
that.
We'll pile in.
Oh, I have
there we go.
Done with the War Shrine.
He's bringing in these knights to try and kill that Vanguard
Lance is
before it
getting
gets to swing at him.
Swing my blood at you. Still gotta do the coherency.
This has 1 wound left.
Correct. Alright, these 2 guys onto them. These 4 onto this unit. We'll do these guys over here. It's gonna be 6 attacks. They still have the tactical insight. 2s and 2s. And 2s, 2. 4 -1 rend.
4s are rolling 1s. Takes 1.
Alright.
Just 1 damage, so 6s. No, so you were going into the wounded one, right?
Oh, I'm just going up here.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this one will be at 3 taken.
Okay. And the hooves, 6 attacks, 3s and 3s.
So far this game is going a lot like how I anticipated, which is that the Archon list is hitting really hard at first, but as you can see, it's starting to slow down a little bit.
4 at no rend.
And Soulblight Gravelords have the ability to bring back dead units.
3s are rolling 1s. Takes 1.
So it could really
Yeah.
end up in a
6s.
very different sort of situation.
So 1 is at 1
Come
wound.
the Soulblight's turn.
Left.
Okay. And these guys are also 3s, rolling 1s.
Yeah, they're just. Everyone is 3.
Okay, that's Archeon's ability?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's an aura of Zinch thing.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Cool, man. Alright. Whoa! Don't kill my mouse. Alright. 12 attacks onto these guys. I'm sorry. You're good. Cannot add today. Alright. 2s and 2s, doing the lances.
A lot of hits.
10 at -1 round.
Ooh, that's good.
How many?
10 -1 round.
Nice. So 4, 0, and 1. Wow. So it takes 2.
Nice, dude. Dude, that's awesome. Or saves, right? Yeah.
6s. Nope. So you do kill 1.
Oh, hey.
And one will transfer over. And your horses.
Hooves, we're going in.
He's under your lance. So
Yeah. Holding a hostage, right? Yeah. 3s and 3s. One, 2, 3, 4. You're all right. 6. North.
So 3s are rolling 1s. Is them all.
Man, those saves from
one is
the
dead
Darkest
there.
player.
Yep.
He's rolling so good on those.
Go with the
It's huge for him. Because sometimes
Chaos
these elite
Lord. I will
units,
spend my thing.
the dice
Bloodthirsty.
really matter. Because if you lose 1 or
Give
2
him the
models,
+1
things start to change
wound.
dramatically for you. So if you can make those saves,
So he
you're
will
looking
be
good.
at 3s and 2s. 3 attacks, 3s and 2s. Whoops, that was way too many dice, but I failed almost all of them. I feel bad re-rolling them because I rolled too many and I failed like the majority.
Oh, okay.
I had 1 success though, but
On a 4-up, it went through,
okay.
I guess.
No. All right. And then 3s. 3s, nothing. All right. Well, that's my plan.
Wait, that's all attacks on the bats?
Yeah.
From Archeon?
No. This is.
Oh, I was gonna say, wait, hold on. There's gotta
So,
be more. Okay, interesting.
he was trying to kill the bats off with the Chaos Lord, but he did not roll
guess the
good.
next
So now
logical thing
Arcanum
would
has
be
used a
go
whole
to
round of
my bats
attacks,
here.
killing little useless bats. It's
Not
pretty
all I could
funny.
do, 'cause they still gotta maintain coherency.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this guy has to stay there.
The bats are doing exactly
We'll
what
do
their
his
job
3
is.
attacks
Just
on
get
that,
in the
and
way.
these 2 onto him.
Buy time.
Yeah, man, of course. Oh, the bats. The bats are hungry. Force wound. Nope. That's okay. Kill Archeon bats. Come on.
Oh, this is into Archeon? Oh, because you're. Yeah.
Yeah. These 2. Yeah. 4s and 4s. Man, they're thinking about it. Okay, 1 bat's hungry. 2 of them. No end.
Rerolling 1. Saves it.
Nice. He's a 2+. That's savage.
In that case, what do we have left? The War Shrine. So we'll do the War Shrine into them.
Yeah.
This will be. I believe he's degraded, but it's only on his 2nd attack.
Archeon is not swung yet, has he?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, so only the 2nd attack's degraded. Those will be 3s. No rerolls though, because it's other unit. So 3 at -1.
3, 4 plus 6.
2 damage.
Oh, nice. Okay. Whoa. Wow.
Nice. So
Okay.
this is 5 4s and 3s. And 3s. 2, no rent.
2, 3 plus. Sick.
Nice. And then, do you have anything to go? No, right? Oh, the wolves.
Yeah. Might as well do them.
This is kind of a funny match because there's 2 cavalry armies that are really powerful in the charge and super tanky. So now they're just kind of like slapping each other in the face with wet noodles and hoping that something can happen. Because their damage output got cut in half, both of them. So now they're just sitting there really struggling to make anything happen.
4s?
Yep.
Alright, well.
It's not where I want to get lucky. That's okay. 2, no red.
That takes 1. I don't think they're in range of a 6-0. No. So they just, 1 will take 1.
Sweet. Wolves bite.
We will
So
go
now
with.
Archeon's going to use his Slayer
Archeon?
of Kings
Yeah.
to fight some little bats.
And he can technically pile that way. So. Boom. Moving. If I move, I can move further, and I would push Nefrod if I do, because I can't move this in. So
Okay.
she is in combat now.
Okay.
And my 2, 3 attacks will all go into her, and my close range ones will go into her.
Okay. Cool.
As far as I'm aware, the Soulblight's player
I just
has
got one.
not used any command abilities this turn.
How many tap?
And
So she will be taking
I think the reason he's not doing that.
6.
Well, he
They're
should have used
taking 6,
Neferata's
but
right
they're
off
like
the
high
bat, so he
rank.
gets the -1 to hit.
So all defense on 2 Neferata.
Aren't we still on the attacks?
Oh, we don't do monster attacks
Archeon's
now.
fighting right now.
No, that's at the end of the charge.
Oh,
That's why I
interesting.
stayed.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't want you to anti-see anyway.
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah, nice.
So Archeon's flinging his
So we'll just do it
3-inch
to the
attack
bats real quick.
at
So it'll be
Neferata
4
and
attacks,
also the bats.
2s and 3s, full rerolls because of Nurgle Prayer. Can you save and -2?
Nope.
So it's 9 damage.
I know. Oh boy.
Bats are probably dead here, which is not a surprise. That's what they do.
They die.
Wow. I mean, good,
Wow.
but I don't think.
6. So one's at.
Still
one
has
left.
one left. That's
And this will be 2 2s and 3s
It's not
to them as well.
Oh yeah, you're right. He has an extra weapon profile.
Rerolling.
But he had allocated
Actually,
so
not
many attacks
rerolling.
to Neferata, so I was like, if he can't kill that last bat, that's,
So this is -2.
No save.
Alright, so this is table
damage.
7. On table 8, we have Zinch and
Yep. You're right. Unless.
And this is
What's
all
the-
Neferata, so this will be
Craggy
2d6.
with a GoDaddy too, or with a cabbage.
Wow,
We
rolling
have Sam.
on
So we have Sam and Gabe. And that's intense right now.
10.
Sam's having to
4s
choose
and
hard
3s.
matches. We have James versus Matt, which
This
was
is,
a Sons of
3 before
Vehement
rolls here.
versus
So just 5 to go right now.
Boulder Tribes,
5
and I
round,
think
so
the
it's
Sons
gonna
of
be a 2
Vehement
up.
Dragon style
yeah.
took over.
One goes through.
Next would be
6 plus 4.
this is
And this will be
Corn. So
6
we have
attacks, 3s and
Tom
3s.
versus Chris, which is a Corn versus Sons of Vehement, and I'm pretty sure the
With rerolls
Suns player
and
took it
here.
as well.
So
They're
3
just
at
doing
-1.
secondaries right now.
3
Yep,
plus 6.
and there's the score, 525
Oh, no.
to 9. So the
Yeah,
other
okay.
ones are wrapping up right now, basically. We have a Doc versus Seraphon.
Cool.
In that one, it seems pretty close too. I think it's too hard to tell.
Your turn.
We
So
have
you would-
Orcs
now you just have
versus
Neferata.
Nurgle,
Right.
so Scott and Matt.
Yeah.
And Nurgle is a
Let's do
little
it.
bit ahead.
Scott's actually
Yeah.
I will spend a CP.
He's
Oh,
on-
Corn.
He's on
Yes.
Corn.
Not-
Infantry.
not smashing
something
me
I've
back.
seen
Actually,
a
no, I
lot of
can't
time.
because
No.
he was already issued, so never mind.
Yes, I totally forgot. And
Let's
then
do
we
the one
have
that really matters. Frost profile.
I'm literally
OBR
trembling.
versus
Dagger of Jet.
Orcs.
If it works, it's awesome.
That's why I
man.
thought
Yeah.
that. And then the OBR player
5
kind of said that
attacks,
he thinks he's losing.
2s and 3s.
So, yeah, the round's almost over. Or, well, it's got
That's okay.
45
Just
minutes,
one.
but I mean, people are wrapping up now.
Ha, 1. All right,
We're
1.
into 1.
Minus 1.
We're good. All right.
Other attacks. Seth, 2s and 3s. 3. Oh, Frauda's saying no.
Yeah, not rolling so high.
It's funny how you can hear the people
Yikes.
talking
Not that it's
in
gonna
the
do any
background
damage anyway.
and
5
in the
attacks.
mic because it's still picking it up in the room.
4s and 3s.
Oh yeah. I didn't even notice that until right now.
Go ahead, 3 of them minus 2 red.
So going up to
Oh, now they got all quiet.
reroll ones.
Yeah, they were talking pretty loud for a second there.
Spectral Claw, 6 of them. 5s and 4s, 6s
Doing
are
nothing to
multiple
Archeon
weapons.
because, you know, Archeon's Archeon. He does his stupid stuff.
Alright, Frauda says no. She's chill, man.
You are done.
I am done.
I just
Yes.
have. I don't have the war. I have this,
Okay.
and obviously him again.
Okay.
So, and I could choose to elect to do their fight twice. It won't matter though, because I will take the point.
If he kills Neffy, it's pretty much
and you
over.
will have to take battle shock unless you
Could
you have
be.
CP left.
And he didn't do the
you're right, I will take
dagger
Alpha,
into Archeon to
so he will pile in.
insta-slay Archeon too, so right now it's kind of the game moment of who's gonna die.
Is it 19?
And he's just gonna pile in to kind of get closer to the objective. Yeah, basically if Neffy dies here, I'd say it's more of a like a 5 point
So,
to 10 point
we'll
in
do
chess
the
swing to
main
where
thing
there's just
here.
not enough tech to do it. Like the
Slayer
Skellies
of
aren't gonna do
Kings,
anything. They're in a place where
and 3s.
they weren't gonna get anywhere quick enough.
All hit.
Because the dog should have gone the other way, and he should have ran the
I need to
Skellies.
reroll these.
But hindsight's 20/20.
Yeah, hindsight's always 20/20, but I definitely feel like that
Nephrota's
other
dead.
play of killing
Sorry,
the
just,
character in the upper right.
So if I roll 2
would
6s to
definitely
wound,
change the situation
I
because fighting
auto
Christ
Slayer here.
Archeon is insane.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. He had to target that. So instead of going for the War Shrine with the Blood Knights, he should have gone for the character too.
he got Slayer King
Yep.
right there, sucked
Right
to the
done.
sword.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I was like, this is the one that matters.
Ow. Yeah, that was game.
But yeah, that's
Possibly.
going with them.
I think there's still stuff the Soulblight player could do.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's like you've played enough chess, you see when the tips, you know, if we had like a little meter to the side of the table showing how many pawns have been taken, you know, versus your rooks and
I'm
your,
gonna split
your
them. I'll do one
bishops and then
and
your
one.
queen, and he just lost a
So this is
queen,
going
you
into
know, and then
them first.
Rob still got his queen, or his Archaon,
So
his
it'll be
king.
six.
Yeah, but you're never gonna kill
4-man unit.
Archaon. Like Archaon's damn near impossible to kill.
Here, just threes.
Only like
Since
since
the-
like
the
a
big
couple
unit.
armies
This is
that
a
you
4-man.
have
Okay,
potential to kill.
Threes.
That's where it's a question
so
of
4
when
minus
he
1.
had that army, should he have
Four-
gone
four
and
plus
taken the
six.
first turn in Alpha, because Doug had the choice. It
Oh my
was
God.
a 2-drop versus I don't know how many drops, but
Sixes,
I'm pretty
'cause
sure
right now
he
if I
had
just
the
kill one, I'll
choice,
have to
and so let me double check that.
But you have just one
So
damage.
should he have tried to go first and get ahead like that? What you're saying?
And stop the buffs from going on. So killing the priest, killing the other stuff, you know, instead of actually letting the person
And
get
this is the
buffed before
horses
he
in it.
attacks, try to attack first. Put yourself in a position to take the double, but
Threes. Another 2 at no red now.
Wait, absolutely.
So he's the one that had the wound.
And what now?
This is,
yeah, but I'm just saying
2
it's
at
near
no
the
red.
end of the
Two
round
now
too.
round.
So it's one of those like
Plus, hey, there's six.
if they played it all the
and
way out,
then
yeah,
the other
sure,
horse
still
into
could
the
still
bigger
have a
block.
game, but it would just be dice dependent.
So there's just 6 rerolling ones here, though.
The thing is, though, is like this is one of the things
Chosen,
about
so all
these
hit.
really elite armies is like
Man,
he's
if I had
going to
unicorn
be
list-
winning the fights and killing. I think
Rerolling ones, thankfully. So
scoring
5 at
like
-1. Oh, there.
if the Soul player gets a double right here, I think the Soul player can win.
And the horses.
Because they haven't even taken their second turn yet. They still have the ability to bring back like slain skeletons and stuff like that.
Rerolling them.
And really play that primary game and
4 no
dominate
red.
them on the
Wait, 3
primary
no
game
red.
and that just outscores points. Even if he gets tabled, he might get so many points it doesn't matter.
I can
So
elect to go there again.
in games like this, especially in 3.0, I feel like
Question is, I
sometimes
want-
these lopsided games are less lopsided than they
So,
look because of the
I
way
will
the
hold
scoring
1,
works.
hold 2, hold 1.
Game isn't won by killing your opponents.
He's going over it, yeah.
It's just 5+ unit comes back. No, damn.
You roll a 4 both times.
Oh, you want more here?
I killed the one here, but it doesn't matter. I didn't kill enough here. Mine doesn't matter. This guy is actually they didn't take wounds anyways because this guy's actually dead, so it wouldn't matter. But they didn't take anything.
8,
I hold
10.
I hold
What do you
2,
got?
4,
Oh, you got
6,
10.
8, 10,
Oh, that's okay. Yep. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
and you do have battle shock there though because you lost 6, so you're at 4 up.
5.
On a,
Yep,
5. I lost.
yep.
no,
4.
because you had 10, right? So you got 5. So you on a 6.
I'm 6,
you
I
lose
lose
1.
Hey.
Oh wow.
Yay.
Ah,
Other
Oh.
battle shock stuff that happens.
So, big lesson here on what happened with
points.
Neferata. When
So
you
hold
use
one,
a
hold 2,
screen,
hold more.
Yeah.
really important to
I
make
killed
sure
the
the front of your
monsters,
screen
and I got my thing, so I'm
is
getting
not
6 points.
within 3 inches of the thing it's trying to
Oh, you're 11 to
Yeah.
3.
That's
Hands
a
down.
hard lesson you gotta learn this way because you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna protect him, but if they hit the screen and they count as being in combat with you too,
Cool, man.
it didn't
Let's
really
do this.
accomplish that much, right? It's a really subtle thing, but I've been got out like
Soul
that a
War.
number of times, and especially people who fight twice. There's so many little micro
Mikey,
decisions
mine
in
for
every
my
game of
for
Sigmar that
this.
anyone can come back and bite you like that. You don't see it
so
coming.
he gets 5, so he's going to 10.
Yeah.
And then he's going to get an extra command point, and I'm pretty sure. Ah, he's got 100 points. He's going to get 1, and I'm pretty sure Soulblight already used
Alright,
1.
so my battle tactic will be aggressive expansion. This objective. This objective.
Yeah, like that.
Hopefully kill something this time. Okay.
Excited. You can't do the Archaon thing again.
Cool.
They're just going
Okay, Coven
slow because they have to
will
think through
try and
things,
get
so
extra
it's the whole thing too.
Yeah, your battle tap. You're sorry, the heroic.
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
That's what I'm doing now. Yep.
I do feel like we should give him a
4
couple
plus
extra
extra command
minutes
point for the Coven Throne.
Yeah, oh yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, there's 30 minutes left in the round.
I will do the same.
Okay.
No.
No extra battle tactics, man. For that. Alright.
No extra CP.
Oh, I slayed a knight here, yes?
Correct.
So you get to heal.
So I get a heal D3.
And they get their plus, right? Because this is a 5 wound model, so they get something special, right?
It's if you kill an entire unit.
Oh.
Yeah, you got to kill their entire unit first, which I've not done.
But yeah, now we can.
So I have a theory that this Slaves Darkness player is pretty much only going to have Archeon and like 2 models at the end of this turn.
It can be. It can be that way.
Because
he can move things and recharge.
Let's do it.
And he can cause mortals as he runs through them, and he gets to
Right.
charge up with the lances again. And that can really
Hey, magic face. This is good.
be very impactful.
Beguile.
God, okay.
Beguile on Archeon. Come on. I know it's not Beguile anymore, but whatever. It's Coven Throne. Use your Beguile.
Covthrone's gonna cast Pinion Spell.
I think what he's doing is he's trying to fly and steal an objective in the upright
Going
corner.
off on the 8.
I mean, no, obviously.
Which
It
I
doesn't
think is
matter from
actually
who.
might as well.
smart, because he's not going to be able to deal with Archeon.
Not possible.
Yep. Not possible. Cool. So move
Scoring-
extra 6 there.
Scoring points
Is more important.
is more important in this
Sweet.
matchup than
Well, the Beguile would just hide.
Roll roll.
Would make it hard for. Well, I
It's
guess.
shocking.
Well,
You
remember,
cast inside
this
unit.
list, every single unit has a spell ability.
You have
Resolving
to pick
spells
the
in
dice
this game is tough.
Okay.
He's got
because
dispels,
they were
and
outside of one.
Archeon ignores the spell on a 4,
Oh,
and each
oh,
other
I-
with Varangar ignore on a
Okay.
5.
I thought when I Paladin we were good.
If you cast a spell on them, so it's really hard to like shut them down that way.
It's
So-
impossible if they were base to base, right? With
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
No, he could have piled in.
might as well be him.
It was fine because you went down,
Okay.
but now you have to be within one of each other still.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
that's
All good, all
putting
good.
the wood on the
Let's
wrong
do this.
model earlier, coming back to bite him.
Well, he had a pile in. He could have
Hey,
stopped that
so
from
that's
happening.
magic movement phase. Woo!
So that.
It's
Yeah.
just a misplay, just a little,
No, it's.
Do better.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, small mistakes, man.
Hold on.
They get you.
Yay. Spells movement 8.
I don't know if you've ever had to play a game on stream, but there's an extra layer of pressure if you're not used to it, where you know you're being scrutinized and it starts making people make mistakes like that when they normally don't. I've been on stream a number of times in like Magic.
Gotcha.
And like when you hit that top table and you know you got people viewing you online, you're sweating inside. You start making little silly mistakes. You normally wouldn't.
Gotcha. Yeah. See, I play with a chess clock at least. I haven't streamed this game yet, but it's that same kind of feels where you have this sense of urgency.
Yeah,
But I guess there's even more of a sense of like, I'm being watched.
yeah, I'm being watched. Everyone's online judging me here, and then you start making those little mistakes, man.
So he's
But,
gonna take that objective just by moving on to it.
So I want to get your thoughts on this. Do you think he should charge the skeletons, or do you think he should stand there?
Just to stand there. Totally just stand there. Don't-
That was
I mean, he
aggressive.
can charge him in,
Yeah.
but then he'll just lose them.
I would
Hopefully I'll-
retreat the wolves.
yeah,
I
pull
would
this
run
one.
away. I'd be like,
No, you can just keep the wolves in combat so that they're stuck for a turn.
I think
we're
I mean,
gonna
that's
die anyway.
very
This
bad.
time. He retreats
Something
the wolves
terrible.
and runs the edge of
Oh,
the
you're
objective.
right. Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing dies. Right?
Cool.
That's
Let's
what's
do
very
it.
exciting.
That's actually the better move.
Oh, I'm not at all. I'm just moving 20. That's
I should go over there and be like, we're watching you.
Oh yeah. Get the heck out, man.
Maybe
We're
26
judging.
inches if you want.
Yeah.
That's not the right way to move.
Well, I guess he's gonna retreat with the Blood Knights onto the objective.
two
that
Blood
way.
Knights over there?
Yeah, or he has Fellbats that they could just drop in. I think he still has
Oh, he does have
Fellbats.
fell bats. You're right. He's just gonna drop them in there.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
So
So he's getting away from Archeon here.
he is booking it from
Yeah,
Archeon.
he's like, don't get my buff piece, right?
Exactly. Thinking about it for a second, uses the
Nope.
hair touch
Yeah.
to
One
help.
thing I really like
Big
about
moves.
Doug is he does always stop and think before he does something, right?
Yep.
He takes that second.
Yep.
And that's like the world of difference a lot of time. Where you like say, right before you do something, like,
Oh, reshuffle.
is this smart? Take like a second to yourself, take a breath.
So now he doesn't do this right, I don't think, because what he's supposed to be able to do is roll a dice for each model that he can fly over when he retreats.
Yes.
So we're gonna see how he does it, and he might be playing it wrong.
So when I use screamers, at least,
Cool.
I
I
oftentimes
will redeploy them.
tap units.
Sure.
So he
I'll
probably
move him.
moves like a half inch forward.
Spending
and
one
backs
here.
up. Because you can do that
Five.
when you do that
I'll
retreat
actually
movement,
go
and that does count as passing over.
Back on
So just tapping them in. But wouldn't you be rolling that right now during the movement
No, he's a monster, isn't he?
Yeah.
with the mortal wounds?
Did he not do it?
Maybe he's asking some questions, so maybe he's deciding where he wants to retreat to.
Wow, he is not rolling his 2 up for the mortals right now. What is he doing?
He hasn't done
Doug.
anything else yet, so I think he might still be just trying to figure out where he wants to retreat before he starts rolling.
No, he's like forgetting.
How many wounds each? For him?
He's 7 total.
7 total.
4 up rerolling once.
4 up here on once.
And he
Everyone
wasn't finished
except
moving,
them, 'cause they're so
so
far
Robert
away.
kind of went a little quick on that one.
Nice.
And that kind of ruins, like, it throws off what he's doing right now. Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. I'm gonna have to tell him that he forgot to do his. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it, man.
Do Blood Knights do something cool?
Yes.
What do you mean?
I'm not. I don't want to help you too much. That's why I'm asking you a question directly. Do Blood Knights do
The
something
retreat
cool?
charge, if I pass over models that aren't mounted, I can deal wounds.
Oh, it's because they're mounted.
Oh, now we
I
know the
also have
rulings.
5
Okay.
wounds, so we can't do it.
That's it.
Ah, that's why.
There's some shenanigans.
I was wondering why you weren't doing any damage to them on the 2.
So wondering if those,
I know.
I was like, what?
He's sick.
If I was like a baby unit.
Huh?
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Baby.
Oh, that's why. That's a good reason why. That sucks.
It's alright. No big. No big.
I
Alright.
wonder if the 2 Blood Knights are going to be able to kill that Chaos Lord. Yeah, so he grabs it anyway, guarantees himself that battle tactic. Yeah,
How are you not?
it's like the core of his army, right, to mess up that stuff. So,
Oh man.
but
that Vanguard just being.
so this is something I want to talk about. Is he brought in those Fellbats, right? And we've been talking about this a little bit. The battle tactics
cool,
you
man.
always
Let's
want to
do
choose the one you can guarantee, right?
Charges.
Like
One of these is
if
bringing
you're
2.
the less risk you take, the better, because it's literally the game is almost
he's
entirely
actually
decided a lot of time by battle tactics.
Charges Blood Knights.
He knew he could get that, so he's getting it, right? Instead of taking some risky one like kill a battle line, he might get. Oh damn!
He got 11 for his charge. Yeah, he can get it. He's gonna have to make the charge though now, because it's 5 wounds that the Rob did. So all he had to do to stop that was not be within 9 of the people when he retreated, and to stop from the redeploy happening. So if I was Doug, I would have been like, "Oh, I'm not done moving my guys," kind of thing. Because I would have still been holding my Blood Knights and trying to figure out what I was doing, and not have allowed that redeploy onto there, so that it just would have been taken straight from the thing. Now he has to get the charge of the 2 Blood
Blue
Knights,
Knights.
which he does.
He does. Okay, he landed that. That's big. That's big. So where he charged that large unit of Blood Knights, I personally would focus on
What's up?
over that single Vanguard and the Chaos War Shrine
Cool.
instead of going after the larger
All right.
unit. Like,
And the charge?
and the reason I would have done that is basically if
he
you
is a
go to that
monster.
War Shrine,
Okay.
So he
all
will.
the Vanguard get weaker.
Well, I have to
on him and
retract
try
my
to kill
earlier
him.
statement
So
of
3
saying
up.
it's over. If
Goes off.
he kills most of the
D3.
Vanguard here,
For 3 more.
there's not any bodies, but okay, so he'll have the 3 Vanguard on the bottom left,
Banner.
but the 4 in the middle, if he kills all of that and the War Shrine and the hero,
You know,
Oh man, that is good for the combats and face.
oh
do
no,
Because the Chaos
oh
Lord fights at the beginning of his
no,
combat.
if the Chaos Lord, no, that was the stomp. That was because he's a monster. He made the Chaos Lord a monster.
Team saves, right?
Yeah,
Oh, that's gross.
yeah.
guys
So
touch
it
down.
is gross. That's why he's 5 wounds or 5
your
models
first.
right now. So. Yeah, exactly.
That's
no,
bad.
it's like I was okay. I'm still yeah. It's
You have how many CP left? You know? None. Okay.
So he didn't
he
retreat
has no
those
CP
wolves.
left. Okay, I gotta count that every once in a
Twos and twos.
while. You would use it on the Coven Throne, and then I don't know. Besides that,
6. That's minus 1 round.
Going to 4 rolling ones. Wow.
Rob's dice right
are
now.
nuts.
Oh my god.
Oh my
For a
god.
Look at
save.
this. Look at that.
Oh my god, and there was a boxcar after it.
Yeah.
too?
That's
All
like,
right.
that's like the third time he's done that, dude.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Good call.
Oh, that
Good
hurt.
close.
Keep it sissy.
That's right.
That hurt to watch.
Threes and
Oh my god.
Threes. 5. All right.
3s. So reroll though.
2. You probably will unless I do something crazy again. Nope, you do kill one and one move transfers over.
Hey, let's go.
There was two.
So
There was
the one
two
with the headless horseman here will be dead.
Okay.
And one will
I know
transfer over.
Okay.
Oh, these are
Now
horses.
go here.
Sorry, those are horses.
Horse. Okay. Yeah. Horses.
Um,
So the horses did it.
yeah, it's always the horses, man. It's always the horses. I swear.
Yep. Okay. 2s and 2s. Lances onto
That's
this
great.
last
Okay,
one.
so
Now he's killing the single guy.
Yeah, but that should have done more.
I mean,
God, Rob
They're actually doing
Stab.
it, but like I was saying, this is not a good matchup for
6
Arceus.
minus 1 round.
So 4.
He's rolling like crazy, and in my opinion, he's losing the game right now, despite insane.
4 damage.
Need 1/6 here. Does not get it, so he dies.
Hey.
Nice.
Like, despite
killed the unit.
if he was
5
rolling
wounds.
average
There you go.
dice, this game
So
would
there are
actually
no more
be
characters
really
now.
heavily towards the Gravelords
Okay.
right now, in my opinion.
Pretty cool.
Because if he was rolling
Alright,
more
good
average
charge.
dice, the Gravelords would
you're
be
pretty good, sir.
dominating.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hands down. Hands down. Yeah. The saves that he's made in the
I'm
middle,
actually
like the
gonna
plays that he
go
made, even though there was little misplay tactically, that wasn't enough to like sway the thing. Archeon getting where he's at is good because you have him out of position, so it's still like, even though he like losing Neffy does hurt a lot because he does lose his counter piece to Archeon, but it is a
No, actually,
like
I'll go
it
with,
was an uphill battle, like I said at the beginning,
Not messing this
for
one.
the
Threes,
Archeon, I'm just gonna say
minus-
Archeon player,
Yeah.
even though Sleep in Darkness, because the body count, like he just didn't have the body count.
Yeah, and I will say Roberto's been playing very tight. Like,
Yep.
so he's been playing really smart and rolling good, and it's still not necessarily swinging that hard in his favor.
2, 4 plus 1.
So sometimes matchups can be like
Save
this,
one.
but it looks like the killing player is winning, but he's actually
Nice.
only
1
turned 2.
wound exactly.
Right?
1 wound.
Is he still alive?
And
Ah,
you go with
ah,
that,
he's still
that, or
alive.
the-
There he goes. Okay,
So-
so he takes the. No, he doesn't
Where did you
take
come
the
from?
objective. It's 5 wounds on there. Oh my god, the bats don't
One of
count
them's dead
too,
here, yes?
right?
Yeah, the one that's
No.
in here is
Okay.
Just a draw.
So I'm just
yeah.
kind
You
of
can, yeah.
just move 'em out.
Just move them out, yeah.
we're piling in, so how free they're coming from now. As much as it can be.
So he lost his battle tactic though.
He
Let's
did.
do
Unless
swings
that
from
Blood
the
Knight kills that Chaos Lord, which he can.
Nah.
It can.
On the charge, okay, so it had to get
Okay,
all of its
predatory
things,
bite.
7 wounds.
One
Have to
attack,
get all of
threes and
its
threes.
sword attacks.
But that guy only
it's
has a
4 up.
4-up save,
sorry.
so it's going down to a 5-up. It's
For
possible.
stilettos, the ladies are angry. 4 of them. 3s and 3s. 3s. 1 at -1 round.
Same thing, 3s are rolling. Okay,
Point yard.
It's every save, dude. Every single time. But that's what this army does, right? It's hard to overstate how good 2-up or 3-up rerolling ones is.
It's not as good as 2 up reroll.
No.
was.
But he can do that with no defense. Like, that's the thing.
Exactly.
okay, well, isn't that? Saves them all?
Cool.
That's it?
No, got some spectral claws. Alright.
Yeah, one of the really powerful things is that
2 more wounds.
Here we go.
oh,
A shit ton of 5s. Oh my god.
Wounding on 4s. 2 armor saves, 2 mortal
what about
wounds.
the 6s?
So the
Oh,
armor
no.
saves
No.
Yeah, 2 mortals.
takes 1 so far, and then this is just 3 6s. Takes them all.
Hey.
So he will be at 1 left.
Okay. Alright, man.
So done there.
Down there.
So the only thing you have to go is over here and over there.
They're not even like looking at the bottom corner.
have-
They're not even like.
I know, which is
looking at
pretty
the bottom.
funny.
Like honestly, for time's sake, he should just pull the dogs for that and just be like, "Okay, it's over."
Spend the last time.
But the thing is,
Oh, they get to fight twice, and he's gonna.
yeah.
Misplay of the
This is-
Skelly
so I'll go
shouldn't
over
have been close enough.
I will
He should
pile
have been
in 3.
outside
I'm
of
actually gonna bring in
3.
your old Skeletors here.
Oh man,
This.
damn Daniel, making
So
those
I'll
big
put
brain
one
plays
into
with the
the
Baron Guard.
skeletons,
Double attacking gonna
and,
just
the
hurt
rest
that
into
bottom
the
too. He's not gonna
dogs.
get
So
either
this
one of those
first.
guys
See,
away.
this is why you should have
This'll
retreated
be-
those wolves, right?
Yep. You were
Over
right
to
on
the
that call
dogs.
too. That was a smart play on the wolves, but then they would have been on the other side,
twos and
and then
threes,
it just
no
would have been
rerolls.
easy. And just not having the skellies close enough, it just would have stopped him from being able to even fight. Like that
Threes.
that was the better play, hands down.
Stealing a whole turn of
so it'll
combat out of
be-
him, right?
8 at -1.
Ha
The dogs, right?
ha.
Cool. 6
Okay, no, it's not still turn 1. We're
Nice.
just
Hey.
not good
damage?
at this.
These,
It's
so
just
because
bottom of
I
2.
charge only last turn, they're only 1 damage.
How do I update? Oh, change turn. There you go. Right there.
A grave site.
Because it's not
Yeah,
the
you
player.
definitely should be holding.
Also 5.
There we go.
sixes.
This is
Wow.
bottom
That's
of
not really get lucky, but okay.
So
Take what you got. 1 wolf.
2 damage, alright. And then this is the horses.
Yep.
4s and 3s.
because it's his guy.
2 got 3. That's fine. He didn't charge
2
the
to
turn, so he doesn't have the
fuck
double
plus.
damage.
Just 1
Raw.
damage.
Oh, okay.
Nice. And then the 1
20 minutes.
1 wound.
1 into the
Is he not going to kill the dog?
Skeletors. 2s hit, so all hit. 3s, so 5 at -1.
Onto skeletons.
Skeletons.
6s. Okay.
So just 4 damage total.
6s for the ward. Reroll 1s. Doesn't matter. So 4.
And then 3 from the horses, 4s and 3s. No rerolls, 3s, 1 at no rend.
1.
So yeah, for time's sake, people should just wait to pull.
We'll like to
just
fight
count
them
the
twice.
number.
Okay.
But
Or
that
how
will
many
happen
dies and
after
then
I.
pull after
Oh, you
you
can
roll
go here
for
now
saves.
or over there.
Yeah, gotcha. Already swing there, so might as well do the wolves. Let's do it.
Wolves,
2 more 3 attacks, and then
they are
7.
very wolvy.
4s and 4s.
Oh, that's pretty good.
4s and 4s. Let's see the 4s.
They're pretty anemic attacks, though. They're not really
3,
accomplishing
no
a
round.
lot.
You know, chip is a chip is a chip.
Oh, unless you roll like that, dude.
Actually, because he's bracketed, he's out of range, so I will just take. He'll be at 4 left.
Okay.
Damn. Good job. Wolves.
And now I can go here again.
Fight back.
You went, so I will choose to do so.
Yeah, he still has to pile into the closest model, so he isn't going to be able to take it. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Let's
And the skeletons haven't fought yet either, so they're going to be able to bring back guys.
same thing.
Yep.
Bring them back onto the objective.
I'll do
Yep.
the 3. Same thing. So 2 into them, 1 into the skeletons.
Okay.
So we'll do the skeletons first.
Cool.
This will be same thing, 2s and 3s, so I'll hit. So 5 at 1 rend.
5, 1 round, 5, 6s, 2 saves. No, not this time.
So just 6 or 5 damage.
5 damage, okay.
They're not wholly within though, right? There's like no way.
Of the dogs?
No, to get the 6 up.
Yeah. With the grave site, 12 inches?
Oh, this is in
Oh, shit.
skeletons.
Okay. Still the same.
But it's never grave
Okay. So, yeah. Well, either way.
Oh, either way,
Okay.
yeah.
5 more? Okay.
So this is then just the horses into the skeletons again.
Okay.
3 4s and 3s, no rerolls. 1 no rend.
Saves.
And then this is into the horses, 2s,
Whoa.
3s.
A lot of ones there.
So 6 at -1.
Onto wolves, right?
Yes, sir.
6s. Not today. Damage? 1.
Yeah, just 1.
5.
So they're dead.
One
No,
guy.
one's at 1 wound.
One's at 1 wound. And now the horses
Yeah.
to finish them off.
Oh, okay.
Horse. Wow,
we
4
go.
6s, okay.
Hey.
3s. 3, no rend.
How many?
No, 3 no rend.
5s.
2.
Oh my god.
Ah, you got him.
We got him, but
Wolves down.
it's actually really good for him
And then
because
you
now
just
he can
have this
pile those
left?
skeletons in and has the space
And
to
the
go all into
skellies.
them.
And I have these 2 combats left.
And the skellies, right?
Oh, it's my turn. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you had to
Okay.
do this.
So that
I still got skeletons to swing, but
Oh, that's right.
let's do
the
this. We'll do
chance
this
to
guy.
kill
Might as well.
him.
Do fun piling like this. You know. Okay. All right. 3 attacks. 3s and 3s. Yeah. 3s round. 2 of them. Minus 1 round.
5s.
Ooh.
2 damage each.
6s. Saves 1, takes 3.
I can't kill him.
Boost. 4s and 4s.
That would have been real spicy though.
That would have.
amount of damage to him. And if he doubles here, he
I'll
can
go.
really swing this game hard.
I will pile this in.
I think Roberto's probably gotten us.
14.
There we go.
Put everything to the Coven Throne. So it'll be 4 attack.
5+ ward save. I think I told you that.
That's
And
Alright,
Amulet
so
does.
far for the rest of the rounds, let's see any other
All
scoring.
hits. Threes.
Wow. So
3
Matt,
minus
the
1.
other Suns won, so we have 2
5
Suns winning.
plus 6.
They're
No surprise there.
What
They're
what
OP.
attacks you got?
Sons of Bane Modern nuts,
I
dude.
have
They like average
5
at 4-1.
left from him.
oh, and then we
what's
have
one
Seraphon
So
win.
that is minus
It's
1.
a minor
The next
victory
attacks don't have
versus
And this is 4
the
damage?
Doc.
4 damage.
So that was a cool, nice. So came down to battle tactics
Another attack's just
and
1
not
damage
the
piece.
game itself.
The next attack's 2 damage.
So
But no rat.
No, right.
Grant
And they're,
got the 120 for the
So
minor.
4 5+ ward saves
Loss.
come up.
So Doc
Oh, man. Okay.
minor loss.
She's taking 4. Cool.
And then
Low roll.
Definitely Doug is not rolling too hot
5.
this game.
No.
Pretty much across the board, he's rolling pretty poor.
Yeah, he's. Yeah. I mean, the statistics for the rolls have been in
threes.
Sergio's favor for sure.
3. No red.
3 4+ saves. Okay.
2 damage.
Using the scrying pool, get a reroll save once per turn here. 4+. Oh, 2 damage.
Yeah.
5+. Oh, come on. Okay. All right. Cool.
You're thinking 6, right?
Yeah.
And then you have
Definitely
Sometimes
props
4+, they do return.
Some players, when they roll back, get real salty. He's just totally
Yeah.
calm, level-headed, just playing. That's the way to be about it.
I mean, it's okay
a
to
dice
be.
game,
It's
right?
okay to be ow with
Taking
dices.
9 casualties because that.
Yeah, because it still counts, right?
So that's all those guys that get to come back. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That is 6 guys back from his 9. So that's solid on
He's
4
gonna pile
ups.
them in there, and one of those Vanguard only has 1 wound left. So he's really starting to put that grind onto the Archeon army. If he's like, the number of models on the table is very one-sided, and he has the chance to bring back those wolves at the end of the turn as well. Like,
We actually have 7 viewers. Wow. That's like
we had 11 for a
7
while.
more than I thought.
We had 11 for like an hour, dude.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We got a lot of viewers here.
For the first time ever
For
doing
the first
this.
ever AoS stream,
15
we're
attacks.
doing pretty good here. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, thank you. Are you getting that buzz
3s
on
and
your-
4s, 15 of them.
Yeah. I think it's the mic. I think it's the mic on the inside.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, these skellies aren't gonna do much damage.
But they only need to do 1 wound to kill Vanguard.
Oh, they're gonna kill a bird. This is gonna be
Yeah,
great.
dude,
Threes
fucking
and
little
fours.
skeletons, dude.
Come on, let's see it. Let's see a little skelly.
Do it. I'm rooting for these skeletons to take down that Vanguard.
Glocktees! You're here. We see you. All right, skellies, come on.
4.
All right, come on.
4 3-ups.
No, no.
That's a
Come on.
Nice.
That is big.
Roberto
2 wounds here.
not letting
How many
anything go
wounds does it have
through with
left?
those dice,
it
man.
has.
It's got the iron shield.
That is what's happening here.
Yeah.
6 left, I believe. Let me confirm that.
There's only put 1 horse into it. I have.
I do think when
Yep,
it
6
comes
left,
to the
correct.
priority roll here, if the Chaos player
I'm
gets the
gonna split
priority,
them. Probably
then
a bad
it's game
decision,
over.
but I'll do 6 and 6.
It's too much of a downhill on points.
So 6 into the Coven Throne.
Yeah.
Because they still got to score.
2s and 3s, no rerolls though here. 3 at -1 into the Coven Throne.
3 5+ saves.
Oh my god.
Dude,
it
he
is
hasn't passed a
nice.
single save with it the
No.
entire game.
There we go.
And the horses, which will just
Alright,
be
only took 1
4s
from the 5 ups at least.
and 3s. And this is into the Blood Knights. Rerolling 1s though, because you are chosen, so all hit.
I'm chosen one.
No reroll. Oh yeah, rerolling 1s because they are chosen, but still doesn't matter. So 3 at -1 into them.
Okay. 3 2+ saves. Oh, -1. Yeah, you're right. 3s. Yep. Sweet.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
dumb.
so he
Should've-
definitely used the offer.
forgot that you're not dark. Horses 4s.
It was the Coven
But
Throne
they are
ability.
chosen.
Oh,
so
Yeah, so it's the.
2
So what
and
does
no
the
range.
Goblin Throne do? Because I'm actually not familiar with it.
Command ability is a
Onto-
+1 hit, wounds, and save to
Oh,
one
all
unit.
3.
Yes.
Wow,
Yes.
that's really good.
Yes. So
But
you
we're gonna
stack
go
that
back
on the
to
unit of 10 Blood Knights, and then
that
you've
should be
got them hitting on 2s, winning on
Battle shock
2s,
phase.
saving on 2s,
Oh,
2 damage on the charge.
you're right. Yep.
No
I'm good to
reroll.
go as
No.
per usual.
So you roll.
So it's a solid play.
One, so
It's a
good.
solid build
Just
place.
good.
I mean, it
Literally,
has. They have staying power. They're in the right place.
Like 2 or above, I would have lost
They
more
just
balls.
haven't been hitting.
So you actually don't hold till you won't
4
do your battle
plus.
attack.
They have even. I mean,
bring back
they
unit.
haven't been hitting above average, and he's had above average
Yes.
saves. So
Okay.
it's been below average hits to above average saves that just have. That middle should have been cleared
Yeah.
in 2 rounds.
Or at least very close to it. Like I could see like one guard left standing over there maybe, but yeah.
The War Shrine killing the 5 Blood Knights
actually
too,
don't
and
think
everything. It just. I mean, it just.
'Cause
That's
I
the
am
way of the
at-
game. It's dice.
9 inches here.
But we can't like talk
I mean,
down
like,
how
you have to be
well
9 for me,
Robert
right?
has been playing this. Like,
Yeah,
Roberto, he's even like every play he's doing has been like precision, on point. Like I haven't seen
Yeah, he still gets to flood this.
anything out of.
Oh, he got it on the 4-up because he killed a unit, so he does get it.
Oh, he gets
He
it.
rolled another
Oh,
4.
That's really huge.
5 right now. The zombies were.
There we
I bring
go.
back
Now he gets his battle
I'll do a little
tactic.
tap.
Yes, he
And that
does.
fundamentally changes
Oh
his
my
game.
god, that totally changes the
Cool.
game because he's gonna
Something
get
like that.
5 points here
I'll bring the rest on.
because that'll be that'll take him to 8, not 80.
So you will get your 5.
Yep, that's
strong.
sweet. Hello.
Strong. Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
Cool.
so this makes it a really
Alright, so
important
5, so
prio.
you're...
Priority roll. I mean, whenever
But
you
11.
10 to 8.
I'm at 11 right now, so you are at 11 to 8.
Okay.
How did
cool.
how did you get to your
Monster.
villain? Oh, he got a monster on it.
I won't. You say what I got.
Oh, cause no,
what
because he
it
killed.
is.
Because he killed.
Oh,
killed the
Neffy.
monster.
Because he killed Neffy. That's where the extra 1 came from.
5.
Okay.
Obviously
All right, well, that's probably game over, especially since there's not much time
bunch
in
of
the round.
stuff.
Yep.
I'll do.
But
You should math hammer it basically at this point.
yeah,
So you're gonna get the win.
All right, math
Yeah,
hammer
so
Well,
it.
you know what, you would have the win.
Hold on.
You don't
Let's.
have to finish.
he called it.
We have 11 minutes.
If you want to keep going,
Let me just go through. I can try to go through fast
sure.
because everything's gonna be in combat except Archon.
Yeah.
So we'll just do prayer onto him. Nurgle goes off. It was a 4. Archeon will do D3 mortals to something in 3-up within range. On a 3-up, I'm gonna pick him.
So while you guys do
D3,
this,
3 damage.
there's no way to see your face unless you do something like this.
Oh, yeah?
So if you guys wanted to like say your math hammer,
This is Ramon.
yeah, I'm the one that's on the mic.
Okay.
You have to do it like that.
Let's. Well, I say we just do it now. So,
Just call it.
Well, that was a pretty
we
so
got
they're,
the win.
they're
Well,
calling the game.
so the way it works, right? We're not gonna finish the battle round no matter what we do, right? It's based off the score of the previous 2 battle rounds. That's all we were able to complete. So you get the win.
Dude, I've been saying his dice hate you right now. You have rolled below average,
okay.
and he has
These are
rolled
OBG
above
dice.
average.
These aren't
like,
mine.
save,
That's right.
save,
Yeah.
like, so that's really it's nothing. You played great. There, like
Yeah.
there's no doubt that you
All
played
right,
the right
so-
move throwing them right
Yeah.
here, and the lucky charge here.
Yeah.
I mean everything.
Like
Yeah, I
exactly.
mean luck does even out. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there was
Yeah.
no bad tactics here. It literally came down to Roberto's dice. Just save,
Yeah.
save. On even on 4-ups, like there was like 3 or 4 times where he was rolling 7 dice with your Blood Knight's charge. So you're
Yeah.
gonna do your
How do
2
I-
damage apiece, and you just need, and he only made like one,
Yeah.
like one not 4-up, and
Yeah.
then he
So-
needed to roll like.
Then he
six-
re-rolled
and then
it,
he
yeah.
rolled boxcar.
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah.
that
So
is-
the,
that is- yeah.
The round's ending
was a
right
good
now,
game. Yeah,
and
for
we're
sure.
going to be
So
going to
you'll
a
get the
lunch
major
break. It's going to be
victory.
an hour and a half long. I'll post the stream
don't
up
have
again
my
when we come back, but I'm going to put on the
Thomas minor forward scoring.
home weight screen. We're going to be back at.
Well,
I guess I can just look
I'll
at
get
the.
to
Yeah, yeah.
Or
we
it's
just
not
look
hour,
at
sorry,
it.
it's an hour-long break. So we're going to be back at 2 o'clock to start into round 2. We have a whole new matchup for you guys set up on this
Tom's,
table.
right?
Once you start players and everything like that. Hope you guys
Yeah.
come
Oh,
back
That's
to
good,
watch
man.
when that's
Yeah,
ready.
It was a fun game.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back at after
Yeah,
lunch.
Any feedback from me?
I don't think you should have piled in everyone.